combatants. So right now, you're being aggressive, right? So you're violating my Third Amendment right because I'm quartering with an enemy combatant. It is what it is.
Hey guys, what's up? What's up, Gary? What's up, No Draws On? Hey there, Extortion Watchers. Hope everyone's doing good. Just thought I'd come on and shoot the breeze with you guys. And maybe talk a little bit about the casino audit that we just saw. How many of you guys, did you guys watch that? You believe they actually did a casino? That's just crazy. I mean, who the hell fucking audits a casino? Seriously. Nice. What's up, Pat? All right, Extortion Watchers. Yeah, man, that was just freaking ridiculous. I couldn't yeah, it was a while ago, but still, it's just like Patty was all up at the window and just filming right inside. That was just fucking ridiculous. I mean, and again, it's hard to see if Josh actually went onto their property or not. He might have stayed on there. He's probably smart enough to stay on the sidewalk. Patty, of course, no. He went right up there and was all up in there. My guess is maybe not at that time, but maybe he lost a chunk of money there at one point, and so he had to get them back. Oh, you think he might do casinos too? Maybe. Maybe. What Silent Boy would ever do a casino? You think Silent Boy would do a casino? What about Anselmo? You think Anselmo would do a casino? Who knows? Maybe. I'm gonna go ahead and flash the link for anybody that would like to come on in and just shoot the crap. We don't really have a subject to talk about today. It's gonna be kind of, if it'll let me. It's not letting me. Why is it not letting me? What the hell? This is really starting to upset me. Come on. Oh my God, stop. My phone's being really stupid right now. There we go. That's better. Leave Mr. Silence alone, Kenny. Man, sometimes like I was reading your messages, I was like, at first I was like, oh, he's really fucking with me, right? But then the more you run, I'm like, wait a minute, maybe he's not fucking with me. But then I went back on his channel, and I was looking at your comments that you made to him, and I'm like, it's really hard to tell if he's for him or not. But I'm still of the opinion that you're just fucking with him and trolling the shit out of him and trying to lull him into a false sense of security when it comes to you. That's my best guess, Izon. Would I do a casino? No, I wouldn't do a casino. No, because you can't even have a. You can't even have a. I don't think you'd have like a phone in there, can you? Like they don't even allow you to bring a phone in or anything like that. He's my hero. Oh my goodness. What's up, Extortion Watchers?
What's up?
So apparently you saw it too. Yeah, what did you think of that? Would you ever do a casino?
Didn't he go on property though? I mean, when he was up at the door.
In the beginning of the video, he was shooting in the window. Yeah, he was on property. Now, it can't say if Josh was on property because again, he was shooting and it doesn't really show his feet. He didn't necessarily go up. He did utilize his zoom feature on his phone or camera, whatever the hell it is. By the way, he's got. I try. I have a phone and my zoom feature is not nearly that good. Is yours? My zoom feature shit on my phone.
Oh yeah, zoom feature sucks on my phone. That's why I have my new camera that I bought.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, he broke the law then if he went on private property, right?
And they were closed, so there's no reason for him to even be on the property if they're closed. Because in the comment section, Patty told me, he said, "Oh, they were closed, and I didn't go in. They were closed, and it was a long time ago." It's like, well, you still went on property, and if they're closed, then you really had no reason to be on their property because you couldn't have done any business there because they're closed. So
Yeah, and I wonder if that's why he waited so long to post the video.
Yeah, that might be why Josh waited so long to post a video. That's a good question. That's a good point. Yeah, it's hard to say why they choose when to upload certain videos and why they don't do certain ones. Because you saw how old that was. He was still rolling around with no name, and that was a while ago.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was an old video for sure because he was still palling around with no name.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Randy? Josh and No Name got arrested a few days later out of jail. Patrick ran away just before they were hooked up, as usual. I bet. Because auditing casino is protecting our rights after all. Oh, absolutely, Stanley. Auditing casino protects every single one of our rights. It's the best place to audit. More auditors should audit casinos. Hey, maybe you can make that your specialty, Extortion Watchers. You can start auditing casinos.
No.
Except make sure you go to Vegas and all the big ones and see what happens. I don't think it'll go very well.
Yeah, with those bodyguards, whatever you call them.
Yeah. What's up, Castlevania reseller? Taking pictures of a casino is against the law due to the possibility of a casino being robbed. I did not know that. That's interesting. Now, does that even if you're at on public easement, you're not allowed to do that? Because what about the whole you can't trespass what the eyes can see thing? What happens when because this is a possibility? What happens when the phone becomes like they make it like a like a lens you can put on your eye, right? And you can see everything. You know what I mean? Like you can see everything, and you can see who's calling you. Like it'll come up like like futuristic type technology, shit like that. And you can just press your ear, right, and it'll start recording or something, or press the side of your temple, and it'll start recording. Then no one will know that you're recording, right? So you can probably get away with it. I know that's really far fetched, but I just thought I'd throw that out there. Yes, an II. Exactly, Randy. An II. Perfect. That's it. We're marketing it. Me and Randy, we're marketing the II. Fuck you, Microsoft. We're gonna be the big tech company from now on. We'll call it, let's see, Randy, we'll call it we can call it Candy Phones. And we'll just replace the R with you. So Candies, me, I'll put the K for Kenny, right? And it'll be Candy Phones. Instead of that'll be awesome. That'll be the name of our thing. It has a cool little ring to it too. Would you buy a candy phone, Extortion Watchers?
Would I buy a candy phone?
Yeah, would you buy a candy phone? We came up, me and Randy decided to go and market the phones, and we named them the Candy Phones. And the first one will be the II. Would you buy the II?
Well, I mean, that sounds kind of cheap.
Really? Why does it sound cheap?
I don't know. Just to me, it kind of sounds cheap. I don't know.
But how would it be cheap? It would be like a phone that you can insert in your eye. You would never forget it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that sounds like I mean, I wouldn't buy that because it could do eye damage or something.
No,
Like
that's
not for like 10 years
ridiculous.
afterwards. After it comes out for 10 years, I would.
That's ridiculous. That's just like saying the magnetic shield around phones cause cancer and tumors and all that. Come on. That's neither here nor there. Plus,
Yeah,
that's
but
like
I have
15,
20/20 vision. I'm not ruining my 20/20 vision.
Okay, I got you. See, Alexander says, hell no, he wouldn't. Eyes on Mr. Silence would for sure. He would. And you know what? We give him a discount as long as he, with every like 2 minutes, he'd have to put in some sort of vouch for us. Say, hey, oh, by the way, guys, this is a candy phone, and we're gonna make sure you go out and buy one, but buy the II. We have to do something like that. What's up, Nasty Nathaniel? What's up, Kimber?
Hey, did you get the link I sent you, Kenny?
Yeah, I saw that. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah,
I want to look at it from the beginning.
if you look in the comment section, he sent me a link to why he does that. I wanted to know the contact information he puts on that piece of paper, and he
Hmm.
sent me a video and he explains it all. If you look in the comment section.
Okay, I'll have to do that.
Mhm.
Take the technology from the Borg and the mind control Scientology. Have it made. Absolutely. But we can't give Scientology any kind of credit, man. It would have to be the gold edition, right? It would have to be the gold edition for Silence Boy to get it. Ooh, I wonder if that would. I wonder if that would be a natural way to turn someone's eyes green. Because you know, if you get fake gold, your skin turns green or some sort of weird funky color. So I wonder if fake gold on the eye would it cause your pupil to turn colors too. See, you never know. What's up, Tim? I'm gonna go ahead and put the link for anyone who wants to come on up. I'd like Nasty Nathaniel to come up and join us. We're not really talking about anything, guys. Like I said, we're just shooting the shit. So I guess we should not let Kimber come up because she would just like ruin everything.
I think
So
Nasty Nathan L just posted a video.
did he? Well, there's a fake Nasty Nathaniel I've noticed. There's fake Nasty Nathaniel posts these videos as auditors getting owned, but not one of the videos are auditors. They're always just people that are being stupid. And he claims every single one as an auditor. It's freaking ridiculous.
Oh,
I was like, wow. Because I'm like, I look at him like Nasty Nathaniel. I'm like, why would Nasty Nathaniel? Why would he call out auditors and say their shit and all this? I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. So I clicked on it and I'm like, oh, okay, no, this is a fake. Sorry, I missed the 80 show yesterday. I was at a birthday party and got back late. Hey, no worries. As long as you watched it again and make sure you didn't drink PBR when you did it. We're all good, Tim. All good. Terrorize the church. Oh wow, that's no good. I don't know why Furry always decides to do that. So I noticed you posted a new audit too.
yeah, that was from back in the protests. I have a lot of footage from the protest of what went down, so I've been going through that.
Oh, okay. So when you go through your past footage, what do you look for to like what you want to post or what you don't want to post? Like what sort of things do you look for in your editing process?
Well, some of it I wanted to post some of the riot stuff, but at the same time, I got to figure out how to blur their faces and stuff because I mean, I don't want to be on the news being the person that snitched everybody out on my YouTube channel and got everybody in trouble. I don't want to be that guy. But I kind of want to show, the cops threw tear gas into the peaceful protesters. And then what happened after that, they went down to 14th and Harney and they destroyed the police station. They tried to destroy the police station because the cops threw tear gas into the peaceful protesters. And that's just what I'm going to be showing. I'm putting together a video right now today. So,
Okay.
yeah, they pushed
Yeah.
everybody down to 14th and Harney and they started destroying the police station. They started destroying everything. They wouldn't have done anything. Everybody would have stayed at 72nd Street. It would have still been peaceful. Nothing really would have got destroyed. So I don't know.
Okay. Now that's another thing I noticed. I saw an article the other day that was talking about how people are starting to get pissed off that their face is actually being shown during these protests slash riots, whatever uh, whatever you want to refer to them as. Um, there's an article that's saying should the photographers show their face or should they blur the face out because people don't want to be seen at while they're rioting breaking the
Mhm.
law. I mean, easily cops could come up and identify someone that's doing robbing a store or whatever, and many people have been arrested for that already. That's the way they catch them. But a
Yeah,
lot of people, also it goes the other way around too. Um, People that are maybe they're not rioting, but they still don't want to be associated with certain actions that are going on. Just it was no, it's interesting, and it made me think to auditors that don't like to be shot when they're out there auditing, right? Same concept. It's pretty much the same concept. They get upset when people shoot them when they're out auditing. That's why they wear face masks, or furry wears a big helmet, or anything to make them not look like who they are. They fear retaliation.
And the funny thing is, I got people breaking windows. I was in the middle of all that stuff. So, but I never had one. No, actually, I've only had one person tell me they don't want to be on camera, which I didn't put them on camera because I'm not going to just start a fight in the middle of a riot. But and it's out of respect. But at the same time, I got a lot of footage of the riots and stuff. It's just I'd never known exactly how to post it without media getting involved, looking at my channel, and then just exploiting me as the person who snitched everybody out, like it's kind of Omaha is still a small town, at the same time.
Yeah, but okay, yeah. But that brings up another point. Someone did say, Shannon says, show their faces. I mean, you do it to innocent people. Why not show their faces when they break the law? That's kind of a good point.
Well, because then whenever I walk to the store stuff, I'll get hate. People are getting death threats. I mean, people are getting death threats around here over the Sherlock case type thing. When that guy shot a protester, his friends are getting death threats, and I don't want to turn into that person getting death threats, being told I'm gonna be killed. People are showing up in my house. I'm not gonna be that type of guy. There's a lot of risk in doing that. There's more risk than just the fact that they'll get in trouble. There's way more risk involved. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's the whole town against me.
You kind of see the hypocrisy in it, though, right? Like, if you're gonna not show one face, you might as well just not show any other face. I mean, like, it doesn't seem fair because it just doesn't. Because yeah.
I mean, would it be fair if I got shot in the head because I showed it and got a bunch of people in trouble, and I got shot in the head walking down the street? Omaha's not always the safest place in the world,
Well, no, I agree. I agree with you. No one would want to see you or anyone else, for that matter, get shot in the head.
That's what I'm worried about. Is that type of retaliation?
Okay, well then, I would think that why don't you just I don't know, just bring out other faces too, then make it fair all the way around.
Yeah, I say that.
It says, so Furry was in handcuffs. She was telling the church she is going to sue them. Furry's always telling someone Furry's going to sue somebody. You know what I mean? I haven't watched a whole lot of Furries. But I've heard that Patty and Selma have actually posted a video together. I haven't seen it yet. I'm waiting. Have you seen it yet?
Me? No.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet either. Sam Elliott would break their cans. So what'd you think of yesterday's show? You didn't come up for the quiz. You didn't know any. Did you know any of the answers, by the way, to any of the quiz questions?
No. I got a little busy towards the end, but then I came back.
Okay.
At the last 2 minutes of it, I came back after that. But I watched the beginning when you guys were talking about the 80s.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Absolutely. So if you guys want to come on up, there's a lot of chat going on.
Yes, Tim, I am protecting myself, and there shouldn't be a problem with that, Tim. Am I not allowed to protect myself?
Well, no, you are, but it's just you see when it's the whole adage of what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna be one way, you should be that same way all the way around. Like when you do it one way, but then you don't. You know what I mean? It's like when everyone gets pissed off frauditors for saying we stand up for the First Amendment, but only the part that protects us, sort of thing. You know what I mean? It's the hypocrisy, and that's what this. At least that's what a lot of people who are on the channel, including myself, is one of the things we don't like about the frauditors do. They protect parts of it, but then they don't protect the whole thing. It's like because I try and do if I say don't use, just for example, if I say don't use Charmin toilet paper, I'm not going to turn around and use Charmin toilet paper. You know what I mean? Just because it's, for whatever reason. You know what I mean? It's just, I personally try not to do any kind of, if I say, I try to practice what I preach.
Mm-hmm.
So, and a lot of people, that's what, that's a lot, at least a lot of people here and a lot of people in the world, that's what we want. We want people to practice what they preach. And they get that you want to protect yourself. But at the same time, they see you and other auditors showing faces of anyone else. But then if there's someone also, and not only for you in this case, but in cases where a frauditor or an auditor might know someone, they'll say, oh, hey, can I put you on a camera? Like, okay, you asked this person who's out in public, but then you're just going to show this person? You know what I mean? Pick and choose.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, so if you're gonna pick and choose, you just do one for everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, just, like, ask. I'm sure you'd be surprised at the people if you ask them. Said, hey, look, I'm shooting this video. I'll blur out your face if you want, but can I use your image? And some people will either say yes, or some people will say no. I mean, come on, look at all the TV. Look at TV channels. How many times do you see people that are shown in public doing stupid shit? On TV they ask for their permission. They don't just do it, and they fucking give them permission when they look really stupid, right?
Mhm.
It's possible. People just give you permission because they think they're gonna get, famous. They're gonna get some looks. They're gonna, get, people like to be out there in public. Some people don't, but some people do. It just depends. I don't know. I mean, honestly, does it really take away from your video to blur out faces?
No,
What does it take away from your video?
it doesn't take away from my video. It's just the fact that I have the right to do it in the first place.
Okay, no, right. I get it. But if you're gonna, okay, right. So then, I get what you're saying.
It's just, it's a sticky situation here. You know what I mean?
It is absolutely. I see what you're saying. It is
Because it's just because of the news, man. There's been a lot of people getting associated with that guy that shot the protester. They've been getting death threats on end until the last police call was about a week ago, saying she had a whole message machine full of death threats, and I just don't want to turn into that person.
Yeah.
You have to worry every day. But
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was. Did you go ahead?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna talk about the. Someone was bringing up the Cowboys game. I couldn't believe that. Did you see that onside kick? Did you see that onside kick?
Me? No.
Yeah.
I don't watch.
Cowboys kicked this onside kick, and the Falcons were just kind of watching the ball roll. And the Cowboys got it back. They ended up winning the game. It was freaking ridiculous. What's up, Chief? What's up, Sharon? Lavender Mexican. Human decency. There we go. Chief Tuttle, what's up, Chief? Yeah, so anybody, you guys are more than welcome to come on. We're not really talking about a whole lot. If anyone has a subject they'd like to bring up and talk about, you guys are more than welcome to come on up and talk about it. The only thing worse than auditors is football. Grumpy. Hey, football's awesome. I don't like people that hate on football. Well, I guess it depends on what football you're talking about. Soccer, on the other hand, not a big fan of soccer.
Yeah, I just think they get overpaid. Sports people get overpaid, so I don't watch them.
Stanley, I think there are people that are out there rioting, but there are people that are protesting. I believe there's both out there.
Yeah, and
the rioters should be stopped. The protesters who are just protesting peacefully and not stealing and wrecking property. I wouldn't consider them rioters. They're just protesting. But the people that are uh, destroying property, they are rioters, and they should be stopped, and uh, they should be exposed because they're breaking the law.
Well, I
In
just
my
want to say something. These people are always talking about like every time I see it on Massel and stuff. These auditors don't have the balls to go with film these riots. I go and film the riots, and I kind of get some hate for it. Just for filming. I was out there filming the riots. I put my own life in danger to go film those riots for people. And they said auditors don't have the balls. Well, I did it.
Well, yeah, yeah. There's certain auditors that go out there. Like I think Josh did it. Like he went out
Mhm.
there with Chicago. Of course, he went out there with an ulterior motive. Um, Peachy did it. Peachy went out there in the thick of things. She did a
Mhm.
fantastic job, by the way. I don't know if you guys have seen it. If you guys want to check out Peachy's coverage of the riots, you guys should go check it out. Adventures with Peachy Writer. She did a fantastic job. There's a few people that have done it, and then of course you got people like Anselmo who just go to these places and to pick on the police. Nothing to do with what's going on. They don't care about uh, the mission, the goals of these places they're going. They're just there to say, "Oh, what are you doing? Why aren't you honoring your oath?" Blah 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 blah. It's pretty ridiculous.
Mhm.
If auditors are so proud of what they are supposedly trying to do, why do they refuse to identify? Mostly because a lot of them if they're not doing anything wrong, they don't have to, and also they don't want to be put on the uh, a watch list because regardless of how they feel they have the right to do it, they do realize that they could be put on some sort of watch list. Like George Waters, do you think you're on any kind of watch list?
No,
No. Do
definitely
you think
not.
you don't think you don't think they know about you at the Fusion Center?
No. Why would they? I mean, I never really did anything for them to put me on there. I mean, maybe the military base, but I mean, I doubt they put me on there for that.
Hmm, maybe.
Wouldn't
Who
you get
knows?
like notified or something? Anyways.
I I don't think you would. I don't even
Hmm.
think it's a matter of public record either.
Oh, so I can't even do a background check and check.
From my understanding, I don't think you can. But then again, don't quote me on that. But
Hmm.
here's the thing. It's kind of like a catch-22. Let's say if you want to do it, you say, "Hey, I want to know if you guys know about me." Oh, who are you? And why do you think we should know? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That's kind of like going to a police station and say, "Hey, I want to find out if I have any warrants." Oh, why don't you just come on down and we can find out for you? It's like if you do have warrants, oh, guess what? You're under arrest. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't think I'm on a watch list though. I wouldn't see why. I just wouldn't see why they would put me on one. I'm not that important.
Yeah, see, and that's why most auditors don't do their filming in or near their hometowns. So a lot of them do. Remember, auditing America, auditing USA, they both do auditing in their hometowns. Josh does auditing his hometown. George Watchers, you do auditing in your hometown, right?
Yeah.
A lot of them do start out doing auditing in their hometown. Now, the smart ones will not audit in their hometown. That is true.
Why not?
And I don't know
That's
because
where you make
you
the most
didn't.
change, is your own town. That's where you want to make the most change, in my opinion.
No, no, agreed, agreed. That's a good reason why too. But the bad reason would be is they get recognized and will get put on a watch list easier because the police already know who you are and they could just write
Hmm.
about you and
Yeah.
you know. Holy crap, Sharon Moore! Thank you very much for that
Mhm.
super chat. Wow, thanks, very much appreciated. I was just like talking, and then I look down. I'm like, whoa, really? Is that what I think it says? Thanks very much. Yeah, see, Josh, I don't know. See, the thing with Josh is, by the way, Tuesday night, we're doing that live. We're doing the first live version of We the People Sound Off on Josh Abrams, so it should be fun. I'm hoping Josh comes on to defend himself from everyone because he likes to defend himself from people. He goes on Pauly to defend himself. He goes on a Master Report to defend himself, but he won't come on my channel to defend himself. I kind of feel left out, like hurt. Like, hey, why not me? Maybe because he knows, if he goes on Polly's, if he goes on NNE, those are obviously, well, maybe not Polly anymore, but NNE for sure. Those are, you know, his people, so to speak. So, you know, they're going to look out for him, sort of thing, you know. You see, in my hometown, we have 10 officers, so there's no way not know who someone is here because there's only one police post. Oh wow, that's a really small town. Jeez. So they all know you there, Cheryl? Do they know you as a troublemaker? Cheryl's a troublemaker every town. I could tell already, aren't you, Cheryl? So have you given any thought to the next time you go find a good cop to go to the police station and give them a thumbs up sort of thing?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's what I'm
Dude,
gonna
that'll
do.
be awesome. That'll be awesome.
Mhm. Yeah, and I'm
Hey, I'm
also,
just
if I like go to Bellevue or let's say Lincoln or something to do an audit, I'm gonna inform them ahead of time with the notice, like that one auditor.
okay. Hey Sharon, I never got your email about the video you said you have. If you Could you like send it to me? I do want to look at the video you're talking about. I want to post and I want to do a video on it. So please send that to me so I could take a look at it and do what I do with it because I still want to do that. Sadly, yes. See, we were right. I was right. Cheryl is a troublemaker of her town. Why is it sadly? What state was the casino in? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember looking at the beginning of the video. I don't remember what state it was. It's wherever the U.S. Kid is. The ship, the kid, wherever that is, that's where it was. Because that's what I do know. So, Timberry asked a question. Have you ever done a drive along with the cops? What's up, Noli?
Yes, I have. I was a police explorer when I was younger, so yeah, I
How'd it
have
go?
done. So it was pretty good. It was pretty good. There's not much to talk about. I was there for about 2 years, so um, it was in Sterling, Colorado. That's where I was a
You
police
ever
explorer.
you ever thought about doing like a audit while you're on patrol with them, where you think they'd let you or no?
But I mean, I'm not a police explorer no more. But I mean, I'm sure
I
if I,
mean, you could do a drive along, right?
yeah, I
If you
can
did a drive
still do
along,
a ride along. I can do a
would they
ride
allow
along.
you to would they allow you to film?
Yeah. I've been offered to do a ride along here in Omaha.
Why haven't you?
Well, I mean, I said I'll think about it, and then I just never did it. I mean, I might in the future, but yeah,
Do it, dude.
I told
That'll
him
be
I'll
kind of
think about it.
cool.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool. Right on. Yeah, sorry, let's play. Yeah, I'm not sure where it is, but wherever the US Kid is essentially where that's gonna be. As soon as I get home, I need my laptop. Okay, great, Sharon. Definitely do that. That'll be awesome. Baton Rouge. There we go. Louisiana. Thank you, Grumpy. See, I knew someone would tell me where the hell it is. See, that's what's awesome about Google, right? You can just look up anything. That also what kills trivia. Noli, come on up. Tim, you can come on up too, I guess, as long as you're not drinking the PBR, Timmy. Kimber, come on up, guys. Yeah, so yeah, dude, do an audit where you're going out with the police. That'll be awesome just to film it, just to say like not only would you get an inside look at what the cops are doing and you get inside work on the calls, you'd have a chance to ask the police questions and they'd be willing to answer you because you're on the ride along.
And I might be able to go live.
You might be able to go live. I mean, think about it, man. That would be pretty, especially if there's some sort of incident, and it'll also show that you aren't necessarily against the police, and it will help you. And also, think about it, it could build a rapport with the police agent. So when something does go down, maybe they'll give you a little bit of rundown on what's happening.
Yeah, get to know them a little bit.
Exactly. And that way you can build a rapport with them, and then when you do run across tyrant police officer, because they are out there, you have a little back and say, hey, look, I'm not trying to start anything, but this guy right here, maybe you guys should take a look at him, and they won't just see you as an agitator.
Exactly. Yeah, and Also, yeah, and also you just get firsthand experience. I mean, you just get firsthand footage on it.
Hmm. Oh, Grumpy didn't have to look it up. She actually knew that one. Well, damn. Good
In
for you,
Lavender,
Grumpy.
I'm not anti-police. I'm anti-bad police.
Yeah, and I think everyone should be anti-bad police.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, also now here's a question. I
Mm-hmm.
think we asked this before. Oh, maybe we didn't ask this before. Like, do you give the police a chance to show that they're bad, or you just assume that police are bad, or do you wait for them to give you reason to believe they're bad? How do you approach police usually?
Well, usually, I mean, I don't think all cops are bad I mean, off the bat. But the problem is, during the Bear Hill situation here in Omaha, not one cop went on the media in defense of Bear Hills, who was murdered for over loitering. He was tasered to death and beat to death. Those cops were fired. Those cops were hired back. And ever since, I just don't really have faith in the Omaha Police Department after that. That was just ridiculous, you know. Right now, they're
Now,
under a lawsuit.
now, do they have a history of bad policing in Omaha? Because I honestly don't know. I haven't I haven't researched it or anything. But
No, they
how,
don't, but
okay.
Bear Hills didn't do anything wrong. And I think that was really wrong for them not to stand up for him. You know, I mean,
And the
I
officer
mean,
in
you
question.
seem like a good kid.
Oh, Tim's gone. He was here. He left. Oh, I was talking about all the ranch dressing. Well, you're missing everything if you don't have the ranch dressing, Cheryl. You gotta have the ranch dressing. Someone hit pause. I'll be right back. All right, we're gonna put the stream on pause until South Jersey Sasquatch comes back. No, Tim's coming back. Let's see. Tim, you got sound now?
Hey guys, how you
Oh,
doing?
there he is.
What's up?
Yeah,
Tim?
extortion. I mean, you know, I think if you did like a drive along and like, I mean, obviously if you cleared it with the cops and everything,
Mhm.
I really think that would give you a really good perspective, and especially like nowadays, you can probably kind of sense maybe the cop you're driving with, they can give you a little insight into like the stresses and tension that they have to go through on a daily basis now. They're worried for their lives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. I have family in law enforcement myself. I don't think all cops are bad at all. I
Yeah.
think, they're human. They're human just like everybody else. There's people in there for the wrong reasons. There's people in there for the right reasons, you know. And I just feel like, yeah, you're right. I mean, it would really give me experience on how exactly they're feeling along with my subscribers.
Yeah, not only that, think about this, because I remember you were talking about how maybe you wanted to do some. Well, we were talking to you probably a few weeks ago about going into city council meetings. This would be a step into it. You'd start getting into it with the cops, and then officers will start, respecting you more. Maybe even you can get to talk to the chief of police, build a rapport with him or
Yep.
her, and then go into your city council meetings, and you could possibly have allies on the police force that agree with you that also want to get rid of the bad police officers. Because
And
I
Yeah.
find it. Go
go
ahead.
ahead. Oh, I was just gonna say, and plus, what also is a good thing is they'll know me better, and that way, if there is an actual bad cop doing something to me, I mean, they already know me and everything.
Yeah,
Already went on
absolutely,
ride-alongs and everything.
absolutely. And you already have built a support in your community, and not only that, people will see you filming, and they'll ask you what you're doing. You're like, oh, well, I'm on a ride along. I'm a First Amendment auditor, or however you want
Mhm.
to refer to yourself as, and they'll
Yeah.
say okay, and they'll say, oh, I'm gonna check you out, and then you can start building rapport not only just among the citizenry, and then they'll check you out, and then when you start doing city council meetings, you'll have people maybe email you and say, hey, this is what's going on. You need to investigate this sort of thing.
You
And
could
you
make
can
a
really
difference.
get the change, be the difference and get the change done that you want to get done.
Amen. That sounds like
It's like extortion. It's like, like you look at Will, right? He champions all these different causes, right? but no one takes him seriously because he's a fucking lunatic.
Absolutely.
Extortion. I mean, you sound like a well-spoken guy, and you sound like a reasonable guy. I mean, you could actually make a difference in your community or even somebody else's community.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree.
I definitely think you should do something like that, man. And I think and hey, if you do run into some bad crap going on, you can count on me to definitely pass the message along that's going on there. I mean, I don't have a huge audience, but the more people know, maybe the right person will know, and it'll get passed along to the right person, and we can get some justice for whatever situation needs justice at that time. Uh, I think everyone here knows me. Like I do support the police, but I also know that they are fallible, just like everyone. I'm fallible. You're fallible. So
And it's
yeah.
and yeah, it's just like there's certain stuff we don't see. Like, yesterday or the other day, we went over a video and I didn't even notice, the cop kind of got nervous because I was nervous, and
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that at the time.
Yeah. Oh well, because you were super nervous at the time. You weren't worried about it. You're just like, this cop is gonna shoot me, sort of thing. The cop's like, oh my god, this guy's nervous. He might shoot me. You guys are both thinking the same thing of each other, and you weren't even. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
What's up, Chief and Kimber? Welcome to the stream.
Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Great. Everything's going fantastic. We're talking to this is, I guess you could call this a auditing intervention on Extortion Watcher's behalf. We're trying to get him to do some good things that we think really benefit not just him, but maybe it'll get maybe one of your watchers who wants to become an auditor will see the different things that you do and decide to do it your way as opposed to Patty's way or Josh's way or Auditing America's way, and so on and so forth.
Because nobody does it that way at all.
Yeah, and like that little kid. Remember the little kid who was crying on the sidewalk with his bike?
Right.
Yes.
That's because he learned from like Josh and all these other clowns. Okay, wouldn't it be cool if like that same little kid was influenced by you and your approach?
Exactly. I agree. Now that you went there, I agree.
And
Definitely.
Extortion Watchers, I think it was Tim that was just saying it. You really have a talent. I mean, you are very well spoken and you're a nice guy and reasonable. You could make a huge difference.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, that's why I really enjoy having him on a panel or whatever, because he's a man of few words, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But the word when he does speak, and what I like about you is you're willing to listen to what people say here, but also you're not just you don't back down from when they say something that you don't agree with. You stick to your points, but at the same time you're willing to listen to, okay, I see where you're coming from, sort of thing. And if you feel that person has a point or is right, you're willing to concede that, which is, I think you, in that regard, you remind me of me in that regard, because I'm willing to do the same exact thing. Like if Auditor comes on and says, well, goddamn, Kenny, you didn't see this part. And I'm like, oh, well, damn, you're absolutely right. I didn't see that. My apology. But I still think you're a dick, sort of thing, But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's just it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I got no problem admitting if I'm wrong when I'm wrong.
Amen.
And I think that's
Baby
another
Jack
thing.
Daniels.
Sure. That's awesome. So Sharon, I have state police sit in my cab on their break and watch Kenny Klein. They love this YouTube channel, especially the Massachusetts State Police. Well, hey, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that I'm getting some endorsement from the police.
Hey, Lavender, I want to answer your question real quick. It's because on our view, the Constitution already gives us permission, so we wouldn't need that permission from anybody. Policy doesn't trump the Constitution, and that's why they don't ask permission before filming.
Now, Stanley, yeah, I think that's the thing I don't agree with him on. That which we were talking about for a while, was the blurring of some people and not blurring other people. Now,
Mhm.
um, I don't agree with you on that. I do think if you're going to blur one, blur the other, or don't blur them all. I get you want to protect yourself, you want to do that. I get there's different reasons for why you want to do one and not do the other. The reasons don't make it any less hypocritical. You see, that
Yeah.
I think that's the point where people are trying. That's pretty much the bottom line. It's
Right. I
it's
agree.
it's hypocritical. Regard, you have a reason, and I get your reason.
Mhm.
I respect that reason because hey, I don't want to get killed either. I don't want my family in trouble or anything like that. So, but the way I look at it is, and maybe you don't look at it the same way, which is, it is what it is. But I look at it as, okay, I don't want to be hypocritical, but I want to be safe. So
Mhm.
if I'm not going to do it for this, I'm not going to do it for this. Or if I'm going to do something for reason A, I can't turn around and not do it for season B for reason B because I don't know. That's just how I am, and everyone is completely different, and I get that. I don't expect anybody to verbatim believe everything I believe, or we're gonna have disagreement. It's just the way it is. Um, but the way
Extortion?
I see it, and the way a lot of people see it is, it's just it's
Yeah.
hypocrisy, and I get what you're doing, but just I don't know, like I don't know. I guess everyone at that point just has to search their own morals, their own moral compass, and
Yeah.
find compromise that works for them.
Like
Mhm.
extortion, what's the expression? You get more honey with flies, or more flies with honey. I don't know. I might have got that screwed up, but what about the possibility? Like, if you come up on, an LEO, whoever it may be, you guys edit videos anyway. You know, I mean, if you're being introduced to a guy for the first time, what could it hurt to, like, at least tell the officer your name and say what you're doing, and you can always edit that part out before you air it. You could bleep it
Yeah.
out or something, so that would
Yeah,
protect.
you could. I see that.
And the cops would be like, well, nice to meet you. What can I do for you? And then you can just say, oh, I'm just looking around. And then they'll be like, oh, all right, Bobby or whatever your name is.
Well, what I'm doing now is before I go into a new police department, I'm gonna have a piece of paper with my phone number on it, and just telling them I'm gonna be in the area. I'm gonna be filming, um,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna tell them what I'm wearing and everything. I'm just gonna give them notice prior to me filming.
That's
Oh,
a great
that's
So
idea.
good.
Yeah, that is a good idea, and that way, because here's the thing, you strike me as more of you're not trying to do the auditing, you're trying to do the cop watching, and that is an awesome idea for them to know who you are, so you're there, so that way they feel comfortable with you there. They don't have to feel like they're watching their back while you're there at the scene. They realize you're just there to film.
yeah, and that way there's also no question. If the police get called, there's no question. They know who I am. They know what I'm doing. You know.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's a fantastic idea.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's
that
a
is a
really good
great
idea.
idea.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a
And,
very
You know,
good
and,
for
idea.
and
as
you
young
can plug
as
your YouTube channel too.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
Anselmo does. Hey, don't forget, don't forget to say you have over 100,000 subscribers and 1
Oh
million
yeah,
views.
yeah. I keep hearing Josh say that. He's like, I have 5,000 viewers watching. Like, it really matters how many viewers are watching.
And I've never seen him over 2,000 in a live chat before. Never.
Yeah, and
I've
usually
seen him
when
at
he
2,000.
and how many are
So,
there to make fun of them?
I know.
most of them.
Like on Patrick's channel.
Right.
Yeah.
I,
Chief, 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 would
yeah,
you like to weigh in on this, sir?
yeah, where's Chief?
Yeah, I'm right here, everybody. What's the current question?
Well, we're talking about extortion watchers is going to be he has a new idea. He's going to go into the police stations where he's going. He's going to give him his phone number. He's going to let him know what exactly he's doing. That he's going to be filming in the area. He's going to be filming cop watches just to give them a heads up that he's in town and what he's doing. We all think it's a great idea. You, being former law enforcement, what is your perspective on that?
I think it would probably be a good idea because it suggests that he's trying to attain some kind of permission or some kind of like where he can film and what they don't want him to film, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it would work out that way.
Well, do you
And
think it? Do you think there's any negative to what what he would do from your perspective, or no? I can't see any negative thing.
No, I don't see anything negative. This is the information age. Everybody is on camera practically all the time. So I don't think the officers today really let it bother them. I mean, there are officers that probably aren't used to it. Maybe they might be a little uncomfortable with it, but they can't stop it. So I mean, if you're working in public, there's just nothing you can do. As long as he doesn't interfere with an active crime scene or an active traffic stop, yeah, I don't see anything negative with it, really.
Yeah, you got good ideas, Extortion. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And it's also going to state exactly where I'm going to be. I'm going to point out I'm not going to be any restricted access or anything like that. I'm going to be all on public easement the whole time. So,
and don't go to libraries, please.
You'll run into Tim Berry at a library, so be careful. You've been warned.
That's right.
Wow.
Don't do that.
I don't like the insinuation there.
What was the deal? What was the deal with them auditing a casino? What was up with that? I just saw that not too long ago.
How do you get
they didn't go into. My assumption is they were going down there to film the ship, the U.S. Kid, and they're just filming along the area. And maybe they saw the casino. Maybe the casino. Maybe it wasn't the first target, but it's Patty and him and casinos, and Josh. So it was just there. There you go, and they had it. You notice Josh never goes close. Josh knew exactly where to stand, so he would be okay for shooting. Patty, of course, goes right in.
Yeah,
but this is the thing about Josh. This is the thing about Josh you notice, and I've noticed a lot lately. He stays just out of trouble, but whoever he gets with him, it's almost like, to me, it seems as if he is telling them to go closer, telling them to do this just so he can get the footage, and hopefully he can get the viral sensation video without the negative from law enforcement getting arrested, stuff like that. He can get it, but not,
let his friends suffer.
Exactly. And you notice whenever the people do it, like, I don't think Patty released that video from Patty's end, but Josh released it from his end, right? What about News Now Floyd? When all this shit was going on with Floyd, did Floyd ever release any footage from his angle when all those arrests were happening? I don't remember seeing any.
No,
it was just from Josh's. It was from Josh's angle. Why is that? That's weird. That's strange.
Funny thing that I got when I watched that video when they went up to the casino doors. I mean, the last thing you want to do is piss off casino security because they don't have a problem carrying your ass out to the road.
Absolutely, and
or out to the desert.
Yep, security showed great restraint. And come on, let's be honest. Do we really think that the mob doesn't necessarily own casinos anymore? At least a few of them. All it's going to take is they're going to go to the wrong casino. Lucky Luciano's like long lost cousin is going to be running that motherfucker, and everyone's going to be wondering what the hell happened to Patty Cakes? What happened to Josh? They just kind of disappeared. It's going to be like
it's in a body cast.
Yeah.
It's like the old gangsters. Yeah, hey, that guy, he kind of disappeared. Nobody knows where he is.
Yeah,
we don't mention his name anymore.
Right, Jimmy Hoffa all over again.
I remember one time I walked into a club, and I honestly, it was kind of mob controlled, but anyway, I was asking for somebody who's a regular, and the bartender, she says to me, we don't speak his name in this place anymore. And I'm like, oh God.
It's like, that's another good point. That's another good example, man. The Joe Luna trip. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I didn't hear what Chief said. Sorry.
I just said they erased them from entire history.
Exactly.
Who?
Yeah.
Now, May, that's a good point. What about Joe Luna and the free trip for the Judge Mathis show? He got Joe arrested. There was a difference in that video, because in that video, if you look at it, Josh was trying his damnedest to get arrested too. When Joe was being tossed out, the cop was just sitting in front of him trying to telling him to go. And I'm not sure what he said, but he said something, and the cop just got pissed and started dragging him out. Like, he was trying his damnedest to get arrested for a minute there. He wanted to be arrested too, because just think, one auditor arrested, how much for two? Then Hot Tow Truck Girl would have been the only one out there filming. And, well, we know when Josh goes to jail, she's the only one there, the scams would have started.
Hey, does anybody remember the video where Josh and his crew, I think the Hot Tow Truck Girl was there too, they got pulled over by, I can't remember what municipality it was, but they heard their own live stream on one of the cops' laptops and computer, and he absolutely threw a fit.
He went nuts.
Of course. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
And the driver was having like a panic attack too, because Josh was just like so out of control.
Yeah, they had to call a medical squad for her. I don't think they transported her, but yeah, they were taking a look at her.
Or what about the
channel was that on? Was that on Josh's?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I have to look that one up.
I think it was on Josh's because when he found out they were listening to his live stream, man, he just came unglued.
Well, come on, man. Look at him now. Every day he talks about how cops are watching you. He always says, oh, look, they're looking at my live stream. Or, oh, look, they know who I am. I mean, come on. How many times does he ask officers, do you know who I am?
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to do? I already know what this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out and I'm going to do a live street interview. And I'm going to say, hi, do you guys know what First Amendment? I'm going to see how many people know, first of all, what a First Amendment auditor is. And specifically, if they know who Josh Abrams' Accountability for All is. And I'm going to see how many people know who he is once and for all. We can put this fucking bullshit story to rest. That everyone knows who the hell he is.
I think if you ask 10 people, 10 people are going to say no.
That's my assumption, too. That's my assumption, too.
Doesn't he play for the Philadelphia Flyers?
Yeah.
But then again, to be fair, I think if I asked 10,000 people, 0 would know who I am too. So, but that's nothing. I don't care about that. But just to him, I also don't go around saying, you know who I am. What? You're giving me a late fee? Do you know who I am? I'm Kenny Klein TV. God damn it! I have 1,000 viewers, close to 2,000. I don't do stupid shit like that.
Apparently, you don't know who the hell I am.
You may have 10,000 people who don't know you. You may have 10,000 people who don't know you, but at least you don't have 10,000 people who deny knowing you.
That's true.
It could be worse. It could be worse.
It
could be worse. You're right.
If I had $1 for every time somebody said, do you know who I am when I was on duty, I'd have been a millionaire a long time ago.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
I didn't think that was really a thing.
Or what a lot of people would do is, I have connections. You should know. Well, yeah, I know who this. You're gonna get fired. Blah 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 blah.
Well, that's their second.
Why are you a CEO of companies?
Yeah, that's their second go-to. The first is, do you know who I am? Or the second one, like the secondary question would be like, do you know who my attorney
is? Johnny Cochran?
Oh.
And then the third go-to line is, I pay your salary. Oh God, thanks for your 80.
God.
Yeah.
Why you're paying me? Why don't you give us some new equipment and?
Yeah, no kidding, right?
You don't pay me enough, asshole.
Jeez, right? Well, shit. Can I get a?
If he's paying the bills, I'll guard his house personally.
Right? Like, well, damn, can I get a raise then? You know, a razor don't cost what it used to 10 years ago.
That would be so cool to see, like, you know, a cop respond to that, well, I pay your salary, and have the cop say, well, you know what, you're not paying me enough to deal with this. Like that cop who went
Oh,
shit,
man.
like he said, do you have any drugs in the car? And the guy said, yeah. And he's like, well, you're fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, and Lavender, the Judge Mathis show with Josh and Danielle. Oh, that was just that was funny. It was actually funny
never
because
seen it.
Josh, I'm not gonna show it, but you have to watch it. It's hilarious. It is so great. They look so stupid during the whole thing, and of course Josh is trying to get his 2 cents in, and he fails. So Judge Mathis fucking reams him. It's freaking hilarious.
Him talking over Judge Mathis.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, he doesn't do that actually, because Judge Mathis won't let him. He starts talking. Judge Mathis, oh, so you're the watcher. It was fucking hilarious.
Oh,
that's right. I forgot he said you're the watcher.
You're the watcher.
Yeah, I like that Judge Mathis, man. He's a cool judge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was some good shit. He really got on him. It was funny. And then of course what I thought was even funnier is at the end where they talk about judgment and all that, Josh of course tries to get this big speech and he gets cut off. I was just like, yes.
They cut his 30-minute speech down to 40 seconds.
Well, yeah, because he's going to try and go on and on. At the end he would have been like, and I'm accountability for all, and I fight for your rights, and I'm sure they cut the shit out of that. I'm sure they let him finish. I bet you they let him finish, but then when he goes to see, he's like, guys, watch. I give the most awesome speech at the end, and he's watching it. All right, guys, here it comes. What? Why did they cut? There was more. There was more.
All I know about Josh Abrams is whoever's doing his tattoos needs to be shot.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, what do you expect from
for real.
jailhouse tattoos?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And that's where his donations are going to, folks.
Josh audited the plaintiff. Yep. Josh is just, man, the whole situation was just ridiculous.
Wasn't
the funny thing is, it wasn't a what?
Was it a landlord type of situation?
No.
Well, see what happened was Danielle was a waitress at a strip club. The guy went to the strip club. He became friends with Danielle. Danielle ended up asking him for money. He gave her the money. And he wanted the money back. He never got the money back. Danielle said it was a gift. He says it was a loan. And he actually got sued. But then something happened to where they ended up changing it to go on Judge Mathis, so he dropped the charges if they went on Judge Mathis. So to be fair, I don't really feel too bad for this dude because he could have easily got the money. Because with Judge Mathis, they agree to pay it. You don't have to.
Right. They do.
He's not a real judge. He's not a real judge. They don't have to pay the money. I mean, he could have easily got the money. I don't think they do. I mean, he's not a judge. They say they agreed to.
Judge. I think
he was a judge. He was a judge, but he's no longer like a practicing judge. Come on, they're not going to allow a judge to be on TV like that.
What about Judge Judy?
Judge Joe Brown?
Judge Judy was a judge at one point too, but I don't think she's no longer like a practicing, judge like that because they're not actual legal cases. It's all for television.
Yeah, they're technically mediators.
Yeah, there's no legal standing on any of the stuff that they say to do. There's nothing behind it. There's no power behind them.
Yeah, Judge Judy she's a retired family court judge from New York, and her husband was a retired superior court judge from New York. Actually, I think they're divorced now, but she was a real magistrate for quite a while.
Yeah, yeah, and so is Judge. They're retired judges. So is remember Mills Lane? Mills Lane was a retired judge too.
Yeah, Mills Lane.
Yep, they're real judges. It's just they're retired and they're just doing it for TV, which is cool. Whatever, let them do that. But it's just anybody that takes anything there. I don't take any case that they do because it's like because again you get paid to appear on the show.
Right.
So I mean,
so it was a no-win
it's-
situation for Josh.
Oh, it's a win-win situation. He got exposure.
Yep.
And Danielle didn't get sued, and he got to essentially what he thought he was going to get to show off his acting skills, but they cut him short, which was awesome.
His incredible oratory skills that would make Winston Churchill puke, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Imagine being stuck in an elevator with him.
Oh,
How we can get out of here?
God.
What we can do is I'll step on your fingers and then I'll go through the roof.
God, what if he's claustrophobic?
Yeah, next floor. Is this your floor? No, but I'm getting the hell off anyway.
Yeah, I'll walk up the extra 10 stories.
What if he's claustrophobic? How bad would that be? Oh my God.
He would say he's quartering with an enemy combatant.
When you get off, walk of shame.
After about 10 minutes in the elevator, he would be the enemy.
Yep. Oh man, it's so funny. I love that. I should make that a T-shirt, huh? I'm quartering with an enemy combatant. Yeah, it's so funny. Oh! Did you guys see my Squirrel Lives Matter symbol? Let me show it to you guys real quick. I finally made it. Well, it was made for me, I should say. Let's see.
I'm still having problems with the squirrels in my roof.
All right, here it is.
Go back.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, I
Yep.
have seen that. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's it. The Squirrel Lives Matter.
That's a good one. I think that's Josh's next tattoo.
And then I also have someone working on a squirrel line T-shirt. There was one that was made, but it was too busy. With the little squirrels and all the acorns for stars, it was just too busy. So we're still working on it to try and make it so it's not looking so busy. But yeah, that's gonna be a T-shirt right there.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's gonna be cool.
I'll be the first one to buy it, considering what I'm going through with these squirrels. God damn it!
That's awesome.
Actually, I'm trying to be nice, because I don't want to nail the opening shut, because if I nail it shut, they're trapped. Okay, so I just tape it. I tape the panel over, and they still go through the goddamn tape. It's unbelievable. And the mother stares at me all the time. Because she's picked at me from when I dropped the babies out of the roof before. Oh man! Everybody I've seen since this happened, okay, I've seen out in the yard, and they see the squirrel eyeballing me. They know.
Oh my gosh, staring at you with little bitty binoculars, watching everywhere you go.
Oh, that's a good question. I wonder what crappy tat Josh will get you covered Danielle's name. Ooh. I'm surprised he hasn't got that covered yet. You think he's holding out that she'll take him back?
Wait, he's got a tattoo of her?
Yeah,
I'm
they
pretty
got
sure
each
he's got a
other's.
tattoo of her name. Yep.
Yeah, they got each other's names.
Remember, they were so in love at one point.
Whenever you tattoo a name of a person on you, whether it's a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, that relationship is going to end.
Yep.
His only hope.
You can put like a name like of your mother or like your father or grandparent or something like that. That's cool. That's a tribute. But I'm telling you, if you put the name of someone you're going out with, forget it. It's over.
Yeah. Exactly.
His only hope. He meets another girl with the same name.
Or a guy named Daniel.
Oh!
So he's got two options there.
Oh my God.
Maybe they'll fix it for him in prison.
or hope that there's some politician that's first name is Daniel or Danielle that like fights for the First Amendment. He can say, okay, I got his name or her name because they're First Amendment friendly.
Yeah.
Try to swing it some way that to look super patriotic.
Ooh, I'm looking at what May just said. Can you see that, Kenny? South Jersey,
Which one?
Josh was in prison and she ripped him off a 10K.
There was a weird thing happening with Josh that you were like, that's for club, so Josh could watch. Yeah, I remember that. Which I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, May said it. And it says
Oh.
she did it and ripped him off.
Oh, there we go.
10K and bought heroin.
Oh, this is when he was in prison, and the guy. No, there's another guy. Danielle's actually.
X.
I think that's trial still going on. Actually, I think that's whole situation is going on. When he was in, she didn't have a place to live because of they weren't expecting him to get arrested, and they were only supposed to be there a couple of days. So when he got arrested, she had nowhere else to go. So first she was getting money from the donations, and then I guess some guy asked if he wanted to stay with her, and it's she may have done some favors for him or not. That's the rumor. We're not sure, but apparently I'm trying to remain neutral here. Okay.
And Satan's lady, you want to know about my dinky doo?
Oh God, have you guys seen those pictures going around Discord?
Oh, are you talking about the channel on that one website that has Josh crying and other stuff?
Yeah.
Can you guys explain to me what Discord is? What is Discord?
Discord is like it's I don't know how you explain it. Well, how would you explain Discord?
So like Facebook?
No, it's more interactive. It's mostly for chatting. You can post stuff on there. You can talk to people. I mean, it's really a good way to talk to each other. Share
There's
videos.
voice chat. Yeah.
It's Gossip
it's pretty
Central,
cool.
but you can find some interesting stuff on there. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Like I think you do.
Yeah, like Josh's little sex tape.
Is that really him?
Josh has a sex tape?
Apparently, I just saw a couple of the stills and what they've made into. Yeah.
Have the wounds on your wrists healed yet?
Mason,
No.
if you look like Josh, why the hell would you take nude pictures? Well, everyone they say that there's someone out there for everyone. So,
And that's the surest way to get to them.
Didn't they say that about Hitler once too?
Yeah.
Hey, that's true, but hey, it fits. He married he might have been his cousin, but hey, he married someone. And wasn't he with Ava Braun at one point too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were married in the bunker just before I guess they off themselves. Real great story there. No photo album. Like
real great story.
Yeah. Fairy tale ending there.
Has
Romeo and
all
Juliet.
over it.
I think it'll be more like I wouldn't say Romeo and Juliet. More like Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
BJ and the Bear.
Benny and the Jets.
Benny and the Jets.
Can't put it great. Every monster has its mate. My dog wouldn't hump Josh Abrams. Damn, that's cold. That dog has good taste.
She took one sniff and ran away.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
That's one ass that turned her sour.
Oh God.
Hey, yeah, that's a good question. How do I make? Because I was knowing Master Report, they make those emojis for their members. How do I make emojis? I want to do that. How do I make them? Does anyone know how to make emojis?
Oh yeah, I just saw on there. I'll send you a little snippet of. I'm sorry, my brain just quit working.
I want to make
I'll
some.
paste some information on your Discord.
Okay.
Or send you a DM.
Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, Jazzy Hands. I like that name. Great name, Jazzy Hands. Welcome. This is your first time. So this is the first time I've seen you here, Jazzy Hands. So, because it's your first time, and we put all first timers on the spot, who is your favorite auditor to dislike or like, whichever way you see fit, and where are you from?
Oh, I like Jazzy Hands. That's a cute name.
It is, right? I like that name. Cat knows Jazzy.
Yeah, I think I met her once before. I thought she said she was from Oklahoma. But I'll let her
Oh,
tell
okay.
you.
Cool. It's a male dog. My dog couldn't find his dinky. That was awesome. Dag.
Wasn't he?
Dinky Doo. I like that.
Oh,
You have to
God.
admit, it is funny when, Josh does get the cops to say dinky doo. You have to admit, it is funny.
Frickin' media. I've seen some posts from Frickin' Media, Lavender Mexican, and yeah, not a fan of Frickin' Media either, so I'm going to have to agree with you on that one. And does she want nude pictures of Josh? I highly doubt it. And plus, and I'm sorry for everyone that wants them. Kimber's hoarding all the nude pictures of Josh, so you're gonna have to fight her for all that.
I am selling them online.
She owns
How much? A penny? A nickel?
$99.99. So under $100
Oh, all right.
per shot.
Now, are they going to be autographed?
Depends on if Tim Berry can forge his name.
We
know he can do the voice.
If I autograph them, we have to charge $800.
Okay. All right, here we go. $99.99, and if you want a personalized voice recording, thank you. It's going to be $129.99. Personalized voice recording, autograph. Now, if you want it in ink, that's fine, but we can actually get it in certified jizz. For an extra $50.
Oh, good.
I think this is about where I bow out, right?
That is
that's
a
funny.
steal. That is going to be a steal. It's going to be the number one item of all time.
That's going right at the top of my Christmas list.
While supplies last.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but we are taking a shot of Patron every time you say the word auditor. Well, hey Sharon, before we continue, do you have to drive anywhere? Because if not, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that word like 20 times in a row and see how you feel after that.
Do it.
What was the word again? Let me hear it again.
What's the word of the day?
What's the word of the day? It's auditor.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who remembers Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Oh, of course I remember Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Jambi with the word of the day.
Friends are going to be
hold on.
They're going to be like, what did you do last night? I don't know. Everybody kept saying auditor. I passed out.
Yeah.
All right, Kimber, we have our
in the state.
Kimber, we have our first request. It's got May would like a pose with him in his Austin Powers pose. Can we get that done? Can we get that done, Kimber?
Quite possibly, yeah.
Okay. Now, May, would you like it in ink or jizz, the signature? And would you like the personalized voice note to go along with it?
The jizz is guaranteed to go up in value immediately.
Certified by the Franklin Mint. William Devane has done all his gold and put it into this T-shirt.
Oh, hey, they're all overnight. So guess what? Auditor. Hey, guess what people do? They audit. And who audits? Auditors. Who are some of the worst people in the world? Auditors. That's all I got. Auditor. That's a lot of shots. Have fun.
Somebody's going to be visiting the ER tonight.
Oh, okay,
Sharon,
yeah, I'm sorry.
Sharon, better
Let me
yet,
go ahead.
Go to a mirror and say auditor 3 times, and then take a shot and see what happens. I
Oh
dare you.
no, don't do that,
He'll
because
show
then
up.
he'll not only him, but Patty will be there, and Patty will be in a schoolgirl costume, and you know you don't want to see that.
What do those two people
Oh
do?
my God! I can't get that image out of my head.
Oh God! How can I watch the Patriots tonight with that vision in my head? Oh, God.
What do the Patriots have to do with schoolgirls?
No, I'm just saying, how am I supposed to watch it with that picture of Patrick in a schoolgirl outfit in my head? I won't be able to concentrate.
Oh, so you like that idea, huh, Tim? That does it for you? That does it for you, Tim? Patty in a schoolgirl outfit, that does it for you, huh?
Yeah, it really does it for me. Hey, my Dinky Doo is coming out.
Oh, that's a bit too much information there, Patty. Too much information, Timmy. Too much information. This is a family show.
Not anymore.
No, not at all.
And I was not the first person to bring up Dinky Doos either.
We
No,
left
you weren't.
a long time ago.
Yeah, for the time you said jizz, it was no longer a family show.
That's true.
Folks.
Oh, God.
Hey, Miss J.
Hey, Miss J, how are you?
Hey, Mrs. J.
Hello. Help,
How are
I
ya?
accidentally timed out Sharon.
Mrs. J, you there?
I
After
can't.
she just gave all that money?
After she donates all that money, I freaking time her out. I'm sorry.
What happened?
She
I
accidentally
haven't done that in ages.
she accidentally timed out
accidentally
Sharon.
timed out Sharon.
We'll
Oh,
be back in 5 minutes. You can't
Yeah.
untime out somebody. You can't do that.
Oh, poor Sharon.
Yeah, the
give her
worst part
credit,
about
doesn't
it
have
is I can't figure out how to time her back in.
You
You
can't.
no,
can't.
you can't.
Oh.
She has to wait
You
5 minutes.
can't? I thought you could.
No, Chuck was trying one night and he ended up hitting, it was Grumpy. He ended up timing him out like 3 more times. It wasn't the original.
I'm sorry. I'm
It wasn't done.
my signals.
It wasn't
my
done on
signal's
purpose, Sharon.
awful. My signal is awful down here, and it's chopping in and out, and I must have hit the wrong thing.
I haven't seen this Patty's intro of King of the Hill. I haven't seen it yet. I want to now.
Oh, just go to Vilified Freedom,
Okay, I'll have to check it out.
and he did it last night. It's friggin' hilarious.
Oh, I've checked that out.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
that was really funny. And you know what? If you really look at that kid, he really does look like walk and live in Bobby Hill.
He does.
Yeah.
It's
That's a
ironic.
Let's give him a blue t-shirt and some shorts.
Yeah. Before I knew people were even calling him, when I first saw his face, it was like, oh my God, it's Bobby Hill.
Yeah,
I thought I was
definitely.
original.
No,
Well, if he
not
does-
at all.
If he ever goes to the pen after all these misdemeanor charges turn into felonies, I think it won't be a schoolgirl's uniform. I think it'll be a little Catholic girl's uniform.
Oh God. Or one of those. It'll be one of the prison uniforms, but you know he'll have the little holes in all the right areas, and you know he'll have his little chisel, and he'll have the little dainty walk, and you know.
He'll have a little purse that he
Yeah.
hangs on to.
Yeah.
Hanging
Yep.
lightly off his arm.
Yeah, and
Like
he'll
a
be
limp
busting out with that.
wrist.
He'll be busting out, and then Selena will be outside the jail singing, "Please, Mr. Jailer, won't you let my Patty free?"
Sadly, who'll be taking care of the kid though while she's singing? That's a tragedy.
Maybe News Now Houston.
Oh.
What, his actual channel's name?
That is his. Yeah, News Now Houston.
I thought it was News Now Patrick.
Well, no. That's a different guy. This is someone different.
Oh, okay.
Who?
Are they pals?
Yeah, you should. You should look up News Now Houston, Chief. You're that's an interesting one.
He's a bad boy.
Kimber, but you like bad boys.
That wasn't the guy who was harassing that small Texas town, was it? With Eric Brandt. Remember that one?
Oh, a couple years
Was it?
ago or last year, probably. Let's see.
I don't know. I just saw the video a couple days ago off of Schrodinger's cat.
Oh, that one.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yeah. And it's being mirrored all over.
Yeah.
Sharon say, "Oh my God, slow down on the word of the day. If Josh Abrams starts looking good, I'm taking back $100 back." I wouldn't blame you.
No refunds. You should have read the fine print.
Oh God.
Oh, so
She'll
fun
be-
talking about auditors.
She'll be looking for Josh's phone number here in a little bit.
So Mrs. J,
Yes.
can we interest you in an autographed copy of Josh's picture with a personalized voice note? And we can get it even signed in ink or jizz for you, whichever one you would prefer.
Oh.
Can we interest you for the low price of $299.99?
Plus tax.
You
Oh,
guys,
it's supposed to be
Plus
3 payments,
tax.
$299.99.
you guys are sick.
And the jizz is actually
Isn't this Sunday
police
night?
evidence from the
Isn't
company.
this Sunday?
I'm not. It is, but I'm not in the Bible Belt, so I get away with it.
Oh, okay. Oh my God. Not that I'm overly religious or anything, but
Everything will be dry, by the way, when we send the picture. So
Yes, everything will be dry, and we'll even laminate it for an extra 10 cents.
$10. Hello. It's a lot of work.
Okay, yeah, right, $10, absolutely. Now, Machon wants to know, I don't drink. Can anybody tell me if Josh becomes more attractive the more you drink?
I'd like to know too, because
Tim?
I don't drink
Tim?
either.
Tim, is it true?
Well, actually, what
sorry, I
happened?
don't drink either. Hey,
Yeah.
let's ask Tim.
Yeah,
is it true,
I
Tim?
can drink copious amounts and stuff, and I usually just throw up before I even think of Josh. So
Okay, good.
I think that answers the question. And no, absolutely, it does not get better.
It makes
Now,
you puke faster.
Now, do you think he ages like fine wine? Do you think the older he gets, he'll become a little bit more attractive? You think, or what do you guys think about that?
Face from Dick Tracy.
Okay.
oh
I
God,
don't know. I think if Josh Abrams was part of an old Wild West gang, he'd be the guy in the middle of the street getting shot at, going, "Dance, boy!"
Yeah.
Now remember, guys. I know it's all fun and games, but remember, we always need to remember the motto of Josh Abrams: "Ladies love AFA." It's done deal. I mean, there's no arguing that. The ladies love AFA.
Oh,
It's
what
not
kind
true.
of ladies?
so he's stealing LL Cool J's bit.
Furry ladies.
Yes.
And ladies, he's single.
Woohoo, Betty Domingo.
No. He's
Moldy
not.
potato ladies.
No. Actually, I don't think he is single. For some reason, I think he's with that Anna Banana. I think.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what
so.
I heard too.
I heard. I'm not sure if it's true, but that's what I'm thinking.
It's fun.
Java
Yeah,
Abrams.
that's what him and that other guy was fighting over, was Anna Banana.
Extortion, you can learn all this kind of stuff on Discord.
You're missing. Yeah, man. If you're not in Discord, Source Watchers, you're missing out. I mean, if you want to know everything that we're talking about, it's all on Discord.
I heard you, May. Drink away.
Hey,
Extortion,
Kenny.
you been quiet.
Kenny.
Yes.
I hear I missed. Oh, geez, May. Who did I miss? I missed somebody on your live show. Well,
Coachella Valley Cop Watch?
May said she had to go and watch my goats to clear her mind of the abuse she took on your show, listening to somebody, and now I can't even remember who.
Oh, was
it
it the
Coachella?
furry supporter?
Oh yeah, innocent auditor. Innocent auditor.
So
Yes.
for that.
No, I don't know if it was innocent auditor or not.
It's either innocent auditor or it could have been Coachella Valley Cop Watch, but he didn't really say much.
Yeah,
The only person that really talked a whole lot was innocent auditor. It had to be innocent auditor.
Who was it? May? I can't remember.
Oh, Hate the State. We showed a video of Hate the State. Yeah, we showed a video of Hate the State. Yeah.
Okay. That was it. You had a video of Ian?
He was the one where he audits the park where the kids were in the bathing suits and all that good stuff. Yeah, that was pretty. I figured it was a good Friday, so I thought I'd want to fuck everyone's Friday up by pissing them off, and I succeeded.
He's in jail for a while, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yikes. And that's creepy, taking pictures of kids in bathing suits. I'm sorry.
It was extremely creepy, and it pissed everyone here was pissed off.
And the cop, I remember the cop in the video. He was upset. He was saying, like, look, I understand completely where you're coming from, but he actually does have the right. And actually, Extortion, I have a question for you. Are you still there, or?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. I mentioned something in another chat, and the claim I often hear from auditors, Sharon, the claim I often hear from them is that I can film what the eye can see. Okay, I get that, but the thing is, the human eye does not have a telephoto lens. Those cameras do.
Now, hold on. If you're the Bionic Woman or the $6 million man, I'm sure you do have.
Kenny, you're an ass.
I'm just saying.
That was a blast to the cover.
Wasn't it? Oh man, I'm speaking of the Bionic Woman, man. When I was in, I think I was like 5 or 6 or whatever, 7, something like that. But I was in daycare, and this guy, he had really long hair. Man, he loved Bionic Woman, and I'm telling you, every day we had to watch the Bionic Woman. He made all the kids watch the Bionic Woman, and all I remember, when he jumped and shit. It was crazy. Anyway, that's my Bionic Woman story. Continue.
I kind of thought, I thought of this. I can't go on private property, but what if I bought a drone and it was in the air? It's not technically on private property, and it could film it.
You're above the like the sky rights. It's like skyscrapers in Boston and stuff. I mean, that the space above it actually is included in the property.
Oh,
so you have to be really careful.
Well, that's only because they don't want people running into.
Oh, that's it. Protected airspace. Yes.
Oh, I think that's simply because they don't want planes running into them, so they make sure they don't go low. It's more of a safety issue.
Right.
If you fly a drone over, if you fly a drone over the Hilton, you can't get in trouble. They don't own the airspace. The government owns the airspace.
Well, I mean, if you fly it over anyway, they obviously have to address this because that's a major problem.
No. You can go on YouTube and see a bunch of videos of people flying drones, and the police get into them, but there's nothing the police can really do.
Do they do drones?
Well, that's why the legislature has to do something.
Oh, there's people that do videos of them flying their drones, and people fucking flip out. People flip out about it. It's a very touchy subject with drone flight, because people are fucking flying over neighborhoods and seeing in backyards. Yep. But technically they can do it.
This is my yard. I have a neighbor do that.
Yeah, but also technically I can bring it down with my 12-gauge shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's one of those things.
Or you can huck a squirrel at it.
Because it's not but you can't really, because it's not technically on your property. It's in the air. It's in federal protected airspace.
Well, I mean, it's like trees branches hanging over onto your property. If it's hanging over onto your property, even though it's in the air, okay, you can trim it and cut it any way you like. If it's over,
but it's connected. But it's
echo.
connected. But it's an extension of something that's already on someone else's property. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The air isn't an extension of anything.
Well, I
So it
trimmed
doesn't.
my trees with a
It's
shotgun.
It's not the same.
It has to be addressed by the legislature.
You could
Flying
argue,
squirrels.
you could be, let me just give you a little hypothetical here. You could be flying a drone outside someone's house, and technically, yes, it's legal to do it. But if you're staring through a window with a camera looking at a 14-year-old young lady, that becomes illegal.
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely.
So
now here's the thing. Go ahead.
What would that be? Would that be like considered a peeping Tom?
Yeah.
Serious question.
It's actually called, here in Ohio, it's called voyeurism, and it's a 5th-degree felony.
Okay.
And you could also be if a 15-year-old girl changing, you could also get possession of child pornography or something like that. I mean, there's a lot of
creation of child.
Yeah, creation of it. Yeah.
If you pander it on the internet, they can get you for pandering, and they can also get you exploitation of a minor.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So, listen, I'd probably ease off on the thought of drones for now.
Yeah.
You were worried about getting hurt, or somebody, doing something to you by mentioning a name. I mean, imagine if you flew a drone over somebody's place.
I have recently saw something on YouTube about a drone flying over a prison, helping a prisoner escape, and that person. I mean, both the person trying to escape the prison.
They also try they try to drop contraband that way too.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That'd be.
Yeah. Now, with prisons and certain federal buildings, you are not allowed to fly a drone over those. You cannot fly a drone over a prison. You will get in trouble for that. But as far as public buildings and private residences, you won't get in trouble for. But there are certain federal buildings that you cannot do it. Like you wouldn't like. Let's try and fucking fly a drone over Area 51. Bet you don't get your drone back.
Actually, you'll get arrested too.
No, you'll get your drone back because all of you will go to jail at the same time.
There we go.
The family plan.
Yeah.
Just like AT&T.
Yeah, see, so back to the whole thing. Like, let's say you were walking down the street, Tim, right? And you just happen to be walking. You're just minding your own business. So I'm on my way to go get some PBR. PBR. You're singing the song PBR and cheeses. And you're just like walking around like, oh, that's a nice house. And you notice the window's open. And you happen to see like let's say it's Kimber's there. And you see Kimber and she's getting ready to stab her boyfriend or whatever she's doing. And you start taking
pictures about that.
So I'm sorry.
Don't give her ideas.
What does the boyfriend do for a living? Is he a scumbag?
Is he an auditor?
Well, he was. Well, he was a frauditor when he was alive. So
justifiable homicide.
That's what I thought too.
So you start taking pictures, and Kimber won't be able to sue you because her windows are open. Now, if you went up and you looked and peeked inside the blinds, you can get in trouble for voyeurism that way. But if the window is open and it's in plain view, Kimber can't do anything. She just got caught. She's fucked.
Yeah, well, my first reaction wouldn't be to take a picture, though. I think my first reaction would be like, get 911 on the phone and, try to get into the house somehow.
I know, but I'm just using that as an example to if it's in plain view and you're not on the property, you're good. So same thing for if somebody had a
law. Doesn't the Good Samaritan law come into place, or is that just for like auto vehicle things?
It depends on what state you're living in.
Yeah. So,
would that be really the first thing on someone's mind? It's like, hey, I got to switch from portrait to landscape. Hey, hold it so I can focus.
Yeah, exactly. Too tall. That's what I was saying. Like, if Tim were to be on the property and looking through blinds, then yes, that would be voyeurism. But if he's on the public sidewalk and the window happens to be open, there ain't a damn thing anyone can do about it.
Why do you keep using my name?
Because okay. I can start using someone else. We'll use we'll use Distortion Watchers next time for the next example. Does that sound better? Does that make you happy, Tim?
I like the notoriety. Maybe I'll get a Netflix special.
You can use Mr. J. He's listening.
Oh, okay. We can use Mr. J. There we go. No, see, but if I use Mr. J, like he would have just went in there and gave Kimber a Medal of Honor and say, "You just killed a frauditor. Congratulations!"
And a pat on
Thank
the
you,
back.
one
And
of
a pat on
many.
the back.
Yeah, and a pat on the back.
And a visit to the White House.
You would have given her an attaboy, atta-girl,
Attaboy, girl.
atta-girl.
Smack in the butt. Way to go, kid.
It ain't a furry. It's an attagirl.
Now, how many people here actually have a drone? I don't. I was thinking about getting a drone, but then I noticed there's just too much legal crap to get around, and people get too pissed. I don't want to deal with all that, so I don't know if I want to get a drone. Does anyone else have it? Does anyone have a drone?
But just imagine you can audit the squirrels from up above.
Oh,
I could. Oh my God! I could follow the sparrows.
Oh, the
They can't
sparrows,
get away from me
yeah.
anymore.
Oh,
They can't get away from me anymore.
You can chase them.
Sparrows probably knock the drone down.
Oh, Sharon says we've had drones following our trucks and we just shoot them down. Game over. Yep, that's
yes.
game over.
Sharon is my hero.
That's my theory.
Is Sharon the one who built the shotgun on Anselmo?
That was her.
That's what.
wasn't
Yeah,
it?
she's gonna show me. She's gonna send me the video, and I'm gonna do something on it. So
No, she's the American hero,
yeah.
not Josh.
Yeah, she should be a member of G.I. Joe.
Like
Oh,
I
Too
said,
Tall.
man,
American hero.
Too Tall Rob has a question for you, Chief Tuttle. He wants to know, where do you get the best apple fritters in your area? I haven't had an apple fritter in forever.
I'll tell you what. Apple fritters, Eight Sisters Bakery. Right on.
Okay. You know, now I'm gonna have to go get an apple fritter now.
Cop? Is it because he's a cop? You asked him that?
Maybe, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, it's the old joke. I've heard it for 18 years. It's really funny.
But who doesn't love a donut?
I love a donut. Now here's the question: Krispy Kreme or the original way they make donuts? I gotta go with the original way they make donuts.
Original.
Gotta go with the original way. Yeah. Krispy Kreme's just no.
Paula's Donuts. Look at Google Paula's Donuts, and it will come up because they won an award for having one of the best donuts in the country.
To get real good apple fritters,
There's only two Paula's Donuts in the area in existence, period.
So the Amish are known for making good apple fritters? This I did not know.
The
Amish are good for making good hand pies.
The Amish, they use, and I'll tell you the secret, they use all real ingredients. They don't use anything pre-prepared. The Amish women around here, they sell pies down in Chesterfield, not too far from where I live. And they're the best pies you can get. I don't care what supermarket's in your area. Those people know how to bake.
Nick's dad goes to a little Amish place that, sells baked goods. And they get the hand pies. Those are the little.
Mm-hmm.
You know what a hand pie is?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Yeah, absolutely.
They make they make the best blackberry hand pies there are.
Too Tall, I did not see a video from North Carolina Tyrant or Blind Justice. What happened in said videos? Lard is the key. Agreed. Lard is the key. You can't have a good donut without lard. And real sugar. You got to use real sugar. And milk. You got to have good milk in it, too. Whole milk. None of this non-fat crap. I want my fatty fat milk.
The Amish get their milk from the barn.
Yeah.
You could always get it from Josh, too.
Oh! Damn. Should have known that was coming.
That would be spoiled milk. Now, really, did you have to go there?
I did. Come on, you knew that.
Cottage cheese.
Oh my god.
Curdled milk.
That's several
We
images
used to
in
call
my
when I
mind
was
that I'm
younger,
not going to deal with.
I know the
So-
visual attached to that. Ugh.
All right, so Too Tall
Look at it
says,
this way: when he's in prison, and he'll be saying "moo" quite a bit.
I'm cornering with an enemy combatant. Oh no!
I do not consent. I do not consent.
I think my third amendment.
Just how does he get the chunks out?
Oh, gross.
oh god.
Just had to go there.
Yeah.
Good God.
All right,
Take
Social
it
Watch.
out.
Extortion Watchers, what about you? Krispy Kreme or normal or original donut place?
I don't eat donuts.
You don't eat donut?
No,
That
like
is
I mean, odd donut,
un-American.
That is
That is un-American. You do not eat donuts. Un-American. No, I'm
I
playing.
just think they're too sweet.
We don't have either of those places here, so we don't get them very often. But when I go south, hell yeah, I'm looking up a good.
You don't. There's no
donut place.
Krispy Kremes there.
Not where I live. No, we don't have Krispy.
Lucky you.
We get them here for fundraisers, but when they arrive here, they're all soggy and.
Ah.
I think the only way we get them around here now is through Walmart. I'm not
Oh,
sure
wow.
there's any left.
Oh yeah, so you get them the
Jeez.
same way we do, where they're pre-boxed and they're just soggy and they're wet. It's gross.
I would.
Oh, wow. Yeah, see,
no.
I've
I
never had
didn't
a
like them
one.
fresh. I ain't gonna like them cold. They're. You know what they remind me of? Mush.
Yeah.
They're mush.
Well, no, they're better fresh. They're better
I bet they'd
fresh,
have to be. Yeah.
but they're
Even
just
fresh,
first of all
they're
there's
mushy.
not much difference between each donut is the problem. Like and they don't make buttermilk donuts, and I freaking love buttermilk donuts.
Oh hell yeah.
And they don't do those, so I gotta go with original donuts places over Krispy Kreme. And they just I don't know, they to me it seems like they're just too commercial and too cheap. Krispy Kreme, I just don't like it. Not cheap as in the price, but the ingredients and the way they put it together.
Tim Hortons weren't that bad in the beginning, but
where I am.
Oh,
Apple Fair lives matter.
Kenny, you'll remember this one.
I don't like any
Winchell's.
store donuts at all.
Kenny, do you remember Winchell's from?
Oh, that was the only donut place I used to go to when I was younger. Winchell's.
Yeah, me too. We had one right around the corner.
When I was growing up in California, we had Winchell's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then
I think it was a California chain.
And then all of a sudden, Dunkin' Donuts blew up.
Yep, and Winchell's went bye-bye.
Yeah, I don't even think there are any more Winchell's anymore. I haven't seen one in forever.
There's a lot of old places in California that don't exist anymore. But I'll tell you what, if I had my wish, like if I hit the golden ticket, I would ask God, please build a In-N-Out burger here. Please, God, build an In-N-Out burger here.
You like In-N-Out is awesome. I love their fries. Their fries are. I don't like their burgers so much, but their fries are awesome.
I like it all. I like everything, and we don't have them here in Ohio. It's just tragic.
Now, Chief, when you go, are you gonna order from the secret menu?
Oh, the secret, not so secret menu.
Yes.
I don't know. I usually get the double and the fries and a big old Coke.
That's on the regular menu. There's a secret menu, Chief. There's a secret menu.
I didn't know that.
You can get all kinds of stuff on the secret menu at In-N-Out Burgers.
Just Google
and if you're down south, you can get the In-N-Out truck to come to you.
What?
Yeah, there's an In-N-Out truck.
What?
Yeah, all the rich and famous people get the In-N-Out truck to come to them late at night.
That's right, and do parties and stuff.
In-N-Out truck.
That. Yeah.
Do you know that all
wearing that
restaurants
mask?
have secret menus?
Did what?
Do you know they all have secret menus?
Yeah,
pretty
most
much.
places
Yeah.
do.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Burger
Have
King.
you heard of the Arby's one?
No, I haven't heard of that one.
The YouTube channel The Bell Life did the Arby's secret menu. Holy crap! This thing was gigantic, and it cost $9.
Oh wow!
Mountain meat.
How much roast beef can you eat?
Well, that's just it. It was roast beef. It was chicken. What the hell else? It had ham on it. Had all different kinds of cheeses on it. Yeah, bacon. It had bacon on it. It had just about every meat they sell on it. And it was huge.
Oh wow! So Too Tall Rob says there's
contest that that sounds like one of those contests you go around and take.
Well, they did. They had a contest on their channel between the 3 family members that do the channel, but it's not for a contest. It's their secret menu.
Oh wow! So Too Tall Rob says there's Winchell's in Denver, Colorado. That's it. I gotta go to Denver, Colorado. So I miss me some Winchell's donuts. They had some good shit. Now I don't. Here's the thing. Everyone's got all this craze about Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I don't like the Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I don't think it's that good.
It's gone downhill over the years, I have to admit.
They're trying to
it's all that good. I don't get the praise.
For their money, but their product isn't the same.
Yeah, it's almost like, like Budweiser, it doesn't taste the same anymore, ever since they changed owners. They're making it different for some reason. It just doesn't taste the same.
Yeah, like Stella bought them, right?
Stella!
I think Stella bought them. Stella Artois or whatever the hell it is. I think they're the ones who bought them.
Artois.
And it was
yeah, there we go. Thank you.
That Stella Artois is coming on strong. That's getting to be a big company.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. Now, I wonder what Anheuser-Busch is going to do. Now, here's the thing. Since they bought them, I'm hoping that they do the right thing and they start, because the thing about Anheuser-Busch is a lot of times they sell certain beer to a certain market, right? Mm-hmm. That's just what they did. Like, they sell certain beer in Texas that they won't sell anywhere else. Now, I'm going to be honest. Some of the beer that they only sell in Texas, they need to sell worldwide because it will blow Budweiser out of the fucking water. It is just so fucking good. There's just some good beer that they make that you wouldn't realize that they make because it's only in Texas. Like one of them is what was it? It's Ziegenbock beer. You can only find it in Texas, and Anheuser-Busch makes it, but they only sell it in Texas. They need to make that shit worldwide because it would be a huge seller. I think it would do so well. That's some of the best beer I've ever. In my opinion, it rivals Shiner Bock. And I love Shiner Bock.
I bet if you look on YouTube under Anthony Bourdain, I bet he has a bunch of videos where he's trying different beers and stuff like that from around the world. Makes me want to kind of go back on YouTube and research, see what he has to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was incredible.
Sure. Oh,
yeah, I agree.
Him.
Absolutely. That show was fantastic. Yeah.
He was a very good chef. I mean, he never really did a whole lot of the cooking part when he was doing the show. He kind of focused on other people's cooking, but I mean, he was a chef in his own right, really.
Well, he was a chef for the one of the Rolling Stones tours.
What's up, Too Tall Rob?
I believe that's how he got kind of his.
Why is your flag upside down?
Because shit is fucked up and stuff, and I'm a veteran.
Okay. Yeah, shit is fucked up. That is true. Shit is really fucked up. So
there's no peace, no apple fritters for the bad police.
You guys want to? I'm going to keep you from the apple fritters.
I'm sorry.
What's sorry?
I said, I'm not going to sue you. I'm going to keep away your apple fritters. I want to hear Josh say that.
Oh, no. My theme song goes, bad cop, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when Too Tall eats all the apple fritters before you?
I thought we were heading for a copyright strike there for a second.
I have had some lyrical outbursts and gotten took down from a live stream because of a copyright.
Oh no, I do that all the time.
I
Just
couldn't
burst
believe
out the song.
just a couple of months ago, I was off in Nashville. They buddy of mine put me in a music video of his.
Oh,
I
cool.
kind of like this coronavirus thing. It's pretty cool. You get to hang out with your musician friends and live concerts right there in the living room. It's like, hey, this corona thing might not be so bad. Don't have to go to the store. They'll deliver my food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm liking that part. Hey, so what do you play an instrument?
No.
Do you sing?
No, I wouldn't say I sing.
What did you do in the music video?
I'm still under a contract. I can't really say much.
Oh,
but
right.
Okay, fair enough.
I do what I do, and we had a great time.
Right on.
Right on.
Cool.
That sounds fun.
I wouldn't mind any music video. I'd be a hype man.
Play spoons.
I can't. I went to chart. We went down to Nashville and shot some of the music video, and then Charlie Daniels passed away, and appropriately enough, I thought a country boy ought to get a country boy ought to get his hair cut before he goes to the funeral, and so I did. About a week later, I got a phone call from production. They wanted to retake some shots. And like I show up, it's like, what the fuck did you do? I mean, my beard was way down to here, before Charlie's funeral, and they had me back in hair and makeup, putting extensions in my beard and shit. It was crazy.
Extensions. Oh, that's funny. That's awesome.
I think they had to bum rush Duck Dynasty for some of their hair and makeup equipment. And yes, I do charge $2 at Walmart for Uncle Si autographs.
Okay, there you go.
I can't get enough of that. Mom, it's Uncle Si. Get your fucking snot nose kid up off me, damn it.
That reminds me of Bad Santa.
Hush your mouth. You get up here, hush. Get up here, hush.
So, Miss J, you were talking about playing the spoons. Check
That's
out
the lady
Abby
in
the
the house
Spoon
back
Lady.
there.
Check out who?
Abby the Spoon Lady.
Ash the Spoon Lady?
Abby.
Okay. Abby.
Yeah, I know Abby pretty good.
Oh, she's incredible.
Yeah, she's kissed that cheek right there. Oh, Abby has kissed my cheek. She is a sweetheart.
Like an absolute. I'd love to meet her. Her story is incredible. She just seems like the best
still
person.
Out here. I believe she's still out here in Wichita, Kansas nowadays. But she did a lot for Asheville, North Carolina, for the street musicians.
Yeah. Oh gosh. And when I hear her talk about her past, it just makes me tear up. Yeah. She's such a wonderful person.
This whole virus has wrecked the music community. My God.
Guy with the bullwhips.
I had the pleasure back in the day of hanging out with Sheryl Crow at the University of Missouri when she was going to college, and showed her one of the favorite dives down at the river to go play.
Wow.
I had a 72. I had a 72 Mustang that I let her use for a couple of weeks when her car broke down, that I just gave to my nephew for his birthday.
Yeah, this coronavirus is really it's having a huge effect on just the entertainment industry as a whole. I mean, look at all the movies dates that are being pushed back. Disney's putting out.
I'm sorry, Kenny.
Disney's putting out movies
on that point. They did a study, a survey. 60% of gigging musicians who usually gig all the time, they're estimating that 60% of gigging musicians are not going to return.
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
It's pretty bad out there. I mean,
because they had to
just
get
not
real
only
jobs.
for music, the comedians too. I mean, they can't go out there and go to the comedy clubs anymore. Not only that, but just think about the people that normally would go out and buy an album. Now they're just like, well, shit, it's easier to just pirate the shit
Download.
and get it free. So people are really losing a lot of money through this.
Well, a lot of musicians are putting their stuff out on Spotify, and they're licensing on YouTube and various other platforms. They're still getting paid, but nothing like they ought to be. Nothing.
You know what I found out? I heard that it really kind of upset me. Tim McGraw. You can't find any of his music on Spotify. He will not put any of his music on Spotify.
Right.
He refuses to.
You won't
like,
find me
wow.
on Facebook. I got family. I'll sit there and I'll talk to mom, and your nephew had a baby last week, and like, they can't even send me a picture. Oh, well, you can go to Facebook. It's like, fuck going to Facebook. My nephew got a picture. Send me a damn picture. I ain't going to some fucking social platform that I got to sign into to see your damn kids. No, not happening. The world is lucky that they got me on Twitter and YouTube, and that's more than I ever thought of.
All right, so I want to ask this question to everybody. We're going to do it one at a time. All right, so I'll start with you, Social Watchers. What do you think? How do you think, even when things finally do eventually return to at least a sembling of normalcy, what do you think the entertainment industry is going to look like after all this?
I have no idea, honestly.
Barry.
I have no idea.
Tim, what about you?
And the other thing too with the entertainment industry is, I don't mean to turn it into a racial thing, but now, a lot of the productions that were like kind of put off and everything because of the virus and everything, now they're trying to readjust their whole production crews, so that they have Black people and that they have Latino people, et cetera, et cetera. So, the entertainment industry is really getting hit by both sides. You got the virus, and then you have the social responsibility. Boom.
True. Kimber, what do you think?
Oh, and let alone the prosecutions for the child diddling. Yeah, Hollywood's really fucking getting their ass handed to them, and so they should.
Yeah, they should,
Kimber?
right. I think
Kimber?
there's going to be a huge release of shitty movies, people trying to make a quick buck. But
hey, I'm trying to work on a movie. Hang on now.
Of
course, it's a shitty movie about the wrongful conviction I suffered. That rather than get a day in court with the Supreme Court, I'm just going to go to the court of public opinion and expose some shit for what the fuck it is.
Chief Toto, what do you think?
I think productions will be more diverse. They'll try to include more people of different backgrounds. I think that's what the mainstream, kind of the people in the Screen and Actors Guild, I think that's what they're calling for. And the production studios, the big studios, they're going to make some reserves to include that stuff. Otherwise, they'd be hurting their bottom line.
Good point. Mrs. J, what do you think?
Well, I don't see the stars of the past being the stars of the future, and I don't really see stars anymore in the future. It's gonna be low budget shit. That's all it is. Kimber's right. You're gonna see a bunch of stuff just get put out there just to make a buck.
Yep.
Yeah, to try and save their fiscal year.
Videos.
Yeah, it's become too much special effects, not enough substance, not enough
yes,
acting.
Exactly, Chief.
I mean, we don't have much from Sam Elliott and John Wayne. Movies has gone to shit for me.
Oh, Sam Elliott. Sam Elliott's making a comeback, I hear. He's been on YouTube all over the place.
there's a lot of good actors out there. Leonardo DiCaprio is a good dramatic actor. Denzel Washington, another fantastic dramatic actor. There are really good dramatic actors so out there. There are actors that really, and then you also got to think about some of the actors that maybe are stuck doing certain roles that we don't know that could be great at dramatic acting. You just got to give these young actors a chance to kind of spread their wings and not typecast them so much. I mean, look at Jamie Foxx. You could look at the actor he turned out to be. He was relegated to In Living Color for many, many years. And then he was just a sidekick on a bunch of movies. All of a sudden, he did Ray, and look, he's a freaking megastar now. I mean, it just goes to show you that.
Well, not so much anymore.
That's
he's had a
talent.
bunch of duds lately.
Yeah, so I mean, it just goes to
He's
show you, like,
talented,
you
I'll
got to
give you
give.
that. But you know,
He hasn't done anything lately, no. But I mean, doesn't mean he can't. He has the chops. He just has to find the right script and the right project.
It's like kind of
Yeah, so I mean, just like I said, I don't think it's a problem of the stars. Tim, I'm talking. Hold on, Tim, I'm talking. Tim, I'm talking. Hold on. Hold on, Tim, I'm talking. All right, so yeah, yes, like I said, I don't think it's a problem that there are no stars. I think it's the script writers. They're looking for. Everyone's looking for that superhero film right now, or something that's going to make them that type of money. Because unfortunately, well, I guess not unfortunately, because I do enjoy the superhero films, but those are the ones that are making the money. But then you get movies like Black Panther that can show you could have that, but still tell a story. Black Panther was it was the only superhero film that got a nomination for Best Picture, the only one. The guy that played Chadwick Boseman, unfortunately, rest in peace, he's dead now. Which is sad. But he not only did he play the Black Panther, he played James Brown. He played Jackie Robinson. I mean, he's had so many good roles.
Very good Marshall.
Yeah, exactly. He's had so many good roles, and like I said, I don't think it's an issue of the talent. It's what is in right now, what's popular now. They're more into action and right now and all that stuff as opposed to dramatic acting. I mean, you know, just it's producers, directors. It's all their fault. I'm not going to pass the blame on the actors because I think there's great actors, and unfortunately, if things don't change, we're not going to know that they're great actors because they don't get the chance to show their acting chops.
Well, the thing about casting is there's A-list actors, B-list actors, and then down the row. All of your A-list actors, like you said, Denzel Washington, Leonardo DiCaprio, I'm going to go out on a ledge, like Matt Damon, and maybe even some of the older actors like Sean Connery, Harrison Ford. Yeah. They're still really good actors, but they only get maybe 2 or 3 projects every 3 or 4 years. Those really, really A-list tasty projects aren't real frequent. You know, you have to have a really good director like Spielberg or Ron Howard or, you know, George Lucas or someone like
Quentin Tarantino.
Exactly, Quentin Tarantino. Yeah, there's a lot of people that I can't remember off the top of my head, but those roles are few and far between. So they really, really are. You know, that's why you don't see a lot of the A-list guys that much. You see more of the B-list people, the up-and-coming actors, and they have to do as many projects as they can to get noticed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or like Nicolas Cage is so far in debt that you have to take everything and anything that comes along.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but, he found out his family name isn't going to help him.
No, he did find out that. And another thing, I think another issue is, like you were saying, like a lot of the B actors, like you can watch, let's say you turn on the TV, right? Turn on Netflix, one series, you see the same actors in every single series. They just get the same few actors to play all these different roles. They don't ever there's not a whole lot of discovering of new talent. It's just they get with what they know. They know this dude can play this role, or this woman can play this role. They say, okay, we've seen him play this role before. Let's go ahead and give it to him. Like a good example of that would be Donald Logue.
That's your Hollywood That's your
Yeah.
Hollywood contracts kicking in.
Yeah, Donald Logue. He played Detective Harvey Bullock on Gotham, the TV series. Right before that, he was in Sons of Anarchy. He was the
Oh,
district attorney guy that the sister got killed, that Otto's sister killed. He was that, and then also he was in oh shit,
It
I'm
was like
just
a
watching the
family
series
show.
now. He's in Vikings too. I don't know if anyone's ever seen the series Vikings.
Is he?
He's King Horik in Vikings. So I mean, they just get the same actors to play all these different roles. I mean, not saying that they're not good, and there's a reason they keep getting them, but you're not getting any new talent, and so it's the same acting pool until these people retire, and then they have to find someone new.
May I pose a question to the panel? Just, for your opinions. Is that okay, Kenny?
Go for it, Tim.
Okay. Now, with the whole Me Too movement having, it started, like 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago?
mm-hmm.
Do any of you folks on the panel think that perhaps because of the whole Me Too movement thing, on both the women and the men, there were some men involved, do you think like the casting couch of Hollywood has disappeared, and
Nope.
perhaps that's why we're not getting more talent?
Can you?
No,
At the
I think
casting couch.
Can you define what is this
I
Me
think-
Too movement? I might have been under a rock on that one.
When the women came out about the sexual abuse and everything, Harvey Weinstein went to jail.
Okay.
That whole thing. Once that happened, it snowballed.
Yeah. That Me Too thing.
I believe that
So
the
what was your
casting couch.
question again, Tim? What was your question?
Okay. Do you think that, obviously since the casting couch is, probably, gone in Hollywood right now, do you think that might be the reason why we're not seeing more new talent?
I don't think it's gone. I think it's hidden.
Yeah.
I think it's more hidden now than it was. I don't believe it's gone.
I don't
because
think
you're
it'll
always
ever go
gonna.
away.
Yeah, because I think you'll always have young up and coming actresses that want to be famous so bad that they're willing to do anything. And it could be that, I mean, I'm not saying this is how it started, but maybe some casting couches started with, Mr. Producer, I will do anything for this part with a little leg rub. I'm not saying that's exactly what's happening, but maybe at some point with someone that could have happened, or maybe it's the guys that are being dirtbags. It could, I look at it, could have gone either way. I think both scenarios happen.
I agree. It's been going on since the beginning.
Yeah.
I would share this, that a few of my friends, musicians, they've been approached by music or movies for some of their work, and they just don't want to be a part of it. They would rather venture, be their own star on YouTube and stuff, and be found that way, instead of signing a contract, getting into that Hollywood stuff.
And selling out, and then have to write your music by what they want.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I like being my own.
If you remember Leonard Skinner working for MCA, a lot of these people are just saying, "Hey, fuck Hollywood. We got YouTube or whatever, and we'll do our own shit, and we'll make our own money and fuck their 70% or whatever."
Well, look at all the bands that have sold out, that were incredible before they were super popular. And then all of a sudden their stuff is just commercial, like Metallica.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite bands, and they sold out.
They sold out. And their music got so shitty afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Covered All posed a good question I want to pose to everyone on the panel. We'll start with you, Extortion Watchers. How much impact should unreported incidents have from 25 years ago if the accused has not continued bad behavior? What do you think?
One more time?
How much impact should unreported incidents, now we're talking, this is in regards to the Me Too movement. How much impact should unreported incidents have from 25 years ago if the accused has not continued bad behaviors?
It really shouldn't matter. I mean, you really shouldn't hold somebody to something that happened like years ago. That's just my opinion.
Okay. Tim, what do you think?
It's tricky, I mean, because, unless you're a fly on the wall 25 years ago, I mean, I'm not going to, let me just say, I'm not going to immediately say, yeah, it happened or whatever, it's hard if I don't have the information. And, and frankly, we probably never will. It's always hard like that. It's a slippery slope. I mean, I don't know. You stumped me on that one.
It's a tough one, right? It really is a tough question. Kimber, what do you think?
I think it should be investigated like any other charge. If, they're saying that it was a rape or, whatever. I think it should be looked into, but I don't know.
I feel the same way. It should be looked into and investigated as if it was yesterday or if it was years ago. However, if it was years ago and there was no other offense, of course, then again, what other offenses were not reported? If there's an element of remorse and stuff, then yeah, I would go for a little leniency, but no. If you did the crime, then it shouldn't matter if you got, charged and convicted 10 years later. The element of the law is the element of the law, and that's where it ought to be. Walk the line and walk the line straight and true.
I think what Comfort Doll's more alluding to is not necessarily the law, but more of the trial by the public, public's perception. Yeah, like she said, she's thinking about Timothy Hutton getting blackballed for something he admitted to when he was in his early 20s. Incidents that were so far ago that, the statute of limitations is passed. Legally, there's nothing anybody can do about it. This is just
rumors, basically.
Yeah, rumors. It's like there's nothing that can happen. It's just they just want, they want this person to be out of the. Yes, that's what that's more what she's talking about.
Oh, can I change my answer? I was going to say
it depended on the crime or the supposed crime, and there is a statute of limitations on everything except murder, I believe. So
I don't think there is on rape, but I'm not positive.
No, I think it got changed. I think it's by state. I know in New York there is no limit. I think it just got changed. There's no limitation on rape in New York. I think California. I think there is or isn't. If there is, I think it's like 20 years or something like that. I'd have to look it up again. But a lot of states there is no limitation. Which is why Bill Cosby got what happened to him so many years ago. But no. Then again, no, that's not true. Because in a lot of the cases with Bill Cosby, the statute of limitations that passed, they got him for stuff in late 90s is what they're prosecuting for. And there's stuff that goes back to the 60s and 70s with him. But the statute of limitations already passed, so they can't get him on that. So there perhaps is a statute of limitation in California.
Limitations.
He admitted to sleeping with a drunk 6-year-old when he was 20-something.
I think I'm seeing something that says 5 years.
In California?
Hang on a minute.
That can't be. That would be really quick. I think people would have a fit if they knew that. Like, what? 5 years? That's pretty ridiculous.
I'm posting some information here.
I think that it's really sad that people are coming forward and it seems like they're jumping on the bandwagon
ranging from 5 to 30 years, depending on the state. But Google it and you can see some stuff.
Okay. Go ahead, Kimber.
I think it's sad that a lot of people, I feel like, are coming out and just crying wolf because people are getting money for this. You know what? I'm not exactly sure how to word this without sounding completely disgusting.
It's almost like nobody's hands are clean.
What's that?
It's almost like nobody's hands are clean.
Yeah, but I mean, I think a lot of people
You know
are
what I
coming out
mean?
blaming these stars, that maybe they once worked for or knew, and just saying they did something to get kind of their name out there. I think a lot of it are
Yeah.
false accusations.
Well, okay, I see. I get where people are talking about that, but what about all the people from back in our history when? What about George Washington? Wasn't like his like most a lot of people back in the day, they usually married younger anyway. Like there's 14, 12. It was cultural norm. Is what it was. Cultural norms have changed throughout society. Um, I don't know, every so often the cultural norms change. What's acceptable back then is not so acceptable now. Now that's where I think you need to take sort of that to account. Like in the 60s and the 70s, a 25-year-old dating a 16-year-old wasn't that big a deal in the 60s. It wasn't a huge deal as it is now, right?
Yeah.
And for someone to say they would have done that in the 60s and in the year 2020 you're going to jump on their fucking back for that, it's like, it was a different time back then. You got to look at the circumstances of the times that they are in. What was accepted, what wasn't accepted. You can't hold someone accountable to 2020 rules and regulations back in the 60s. That just doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Well,
that's my opinion.
Oh, that's cool. I'm sorry, do what?
Can I chime in on this, Kenny?
Sure, Chief. What's up?
Okay, what you have to consider is that if a felony happened, there was a sexual assault, the woman is confident enough in the details, you could submit that to a grand jury. Now, here in Ohio, there is no statute of limitation on felony 1 or 8. If they have enough evidence to submit to a grand jury and that grand jury indicts the suspect, then that's it. It's going to trial. Doesn't matter how long ago it was. Doesn't matter what the culture was back then, because you have to consider the court is going to take the stance of no means no. The prosecution is going to take the stance of no means no. And when no is said and it wasn't adhered to, then there's a violation that's happened. And it could be anything from a minor misdemeanor of sexual assault without contact or sexual assault with intimidation, all the way up to felony F1 or 8. Now, if you are trying to indict a felony F1 or 8, it has to go to the grand jury, and when the grand jury gets all that evidence, then they have to vote. And if there's a majority vote to indict, they call it a true bill. If they vote true bill, that charge is going to court, and it doesn't matter how long ago it was, because today we go off of evidence. We don't go off of feelings. We don't go off of memories. We go off of evidence. So if evidence has been presented and the grand jury feels comfortable enough to return a true bill, yeah, that's going to get prosecuted.
Well, yeah, like I said, I'm not talking about like rape. Rape is totally different. Like, I don't care, no matter what era you're in, rape was bad. It don't matter. From the Roman times, the German times, whatever. Rape is rape. Rape is bad. No means no, absolutely. I'm talking more about the other. I'm talking about the incident that Comfort brought up, where a guy was talking about how he would wait, hold on, what was it? Something he admitted to when some guy, Timothy Hutton, admitted to something when he was 20, right? Now it depends on what it is. Like, if it's rape, then yeah, fuck that. He's fucked over. But if it's something like, oh yeah, there's this, something that was culturally appropriate back in the days, but it's not culturally appropriate, but not illegal. Culturally appropriate, but legal. But now it's, not culturally appropriate, and maybe
Like
it's illegal
smacking
now or
someone
whatever.
on the ass.
Something like that, yeah. Back in the 60s, that was kind of, it was frowned upon. People maybe didn't like it, but it was part of kind of the cultural norm. Does it make it right? No, it doesn't make it right. But you have to look at it from that.
We're not talking about a slap on the ass. I mean, I thought we were talking about sexual assault. Now, okay,
no.
That's what I thought.
If somebody confides in their friend, said, "Hey, Harvey sexually assaulted me," and then she goes and tells somebody, there's nothing you can be done because it's hearsay. You don't have the direct party involved saying the statement. And there's a lot of gray area in here because, I mean, how far is the victim willing to go in her statement, or how far is the witnessing party willing to go in their statement? There's a lot of things that I've seen that go to court, and, you know, you think you have a slam dunk case and you don't, or you think you have, you know, a total acquittal and you get a conviction. I've seen it go both ways. I mean, I was in law enforcement for a long time, so there's no rhyme or reason. It's a case
we're not
by
talking
case
about
basis.
but we're not talking about the legal ramifications. We're talking about public opinion. I'm talking about public opinion and how was it because that's what people are getting people aren't getting arrested for these. They're getting blackballed from Hollywood. They're getting blackballed from their company because of something that happened 20, 30, 40 years ago, when maybe at that time this was a cultural norm, but now because we're in such a heightened sense of whatever in 2020,
Well, you know
it's a little different.
You know what they say about Hollywood? Hollywood has sharp teeth, and if you can't suffer the bite, don't get into the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah. That's a good... I haven't heard that one. That makes a lot of sense.
Look at the Kevin Spacey deal. I mean, his supposedly this has been a pattern of his since he was young. You know, so, you know, that's kind of like an example, like, you know, you were bringing up in the question, Kenny, I guess. And it's just like, yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, now that I think about it, if there's a pattern, then, you know, yeah, you know, it should definitely be investigated.
Oh, absolutely. If there's a pattern, and, you know, if it continues, but let's say, all right, we'll use him for example. So we all know there was a pattern, but let's see if this will change your mind. So you heard this stuff happen, but then as the times changed and it became something that wasn't cool and he stopped doing it, if tomorrow someone came out and said, well, back then this is what happened, but then there's no pattern of he kept doing it as times changed, would you still feel strongly about him? Or would you be like, well, at the time, or would you still be like, this is just a total fucking dickhead?
Well, I mean, I haven't personally. I haven't watched a Kevin Spacey film since the whole news broke, which really sucks, to be honest with you. He was in some really great film.
Let's say the news broke that there was no evidence that it kept going happen. It was just a one-time incident that was back in a time, in an era where it was not necessarily right, but it was more accepted. See, we're getting into this gray area with auditors like to live in, right? Where it's legal, but it's not necessarily the morally right thing to do.
Well, we would all agree that Hollywood's a little liberal. Everybody in the Hollywood business knows what's going on. And there's a lot of homosexuality in Hollywood, and there's a lot of straight people in Hollywood. That's okay. It doesn't matter. But if you know, I mean, you have to, it comes down to conduct and self-control. Now, I've been drunk. I know everybody on this panel has probably been drunk enough to where you wake up the next morning, what the hell did I do? You know, and you know, it could be something that simple. But yeah, no, oh geez, not me. I go see Father Patrick every Sunday morning and I confess.
I think I've only had 2 or 3 of those moments in my 60-some years.
But I mean, if you get accused of doing something in one of those moments, are you guilty, or is it like maybe an ethical violation? But I don't think it would be a crime. What do you guys think?
Well, see, that's a very good point, because there's been times where there's been cases where people did crimes. They committed crimes while they were sleepwalking, and they actually got acquitted because they were sleepwalking. Murder, straight murder, and they got acquitted because they were sleepwalking and they didn't know what they were doing while they were sleepwalking. Would being piss pot drunk, would that maybe be in the same ballpark as sleepwalking?
I know I was sleepwalking while I was piss pot drunk.
Why not? Why do you think it wouldn't be in the same ballpark?
That's a good question, because I mean, you know, That is a good question because, I mean, if you're piss pot drunk and you go hop in your car and drive and get a DWI, I'm surprised that ain't been tested as far as the mental defect. That's interesting.
Because the case I'm talking about,
You're
a guy
definitely in impaired capacities to make that decision of too drunk to drive.
I'll tell you the story. That the case I'm talking about is the guy woke up. He was supposed to sleepwalk. He got in his car, drove across town, killed his ex, drove back, and went back to sleep. And they acquitted him because he was sleepwalking.
Was he on Ambien or one of those things? Supposedly,
I don't remember. I don't remember
What's
the
his
case.
lawyer's
what
phone
happened?
number?
Yeah, his lawyer's great lawyer.
You know, guys, I actually did that. You know, I actually sleptwalked and drove, and no, I didn't go kill anybody. But you know, apparently the amazing thing is, you know, while you're sleepwalking, you know, I'm driving, I'm not causing any problems. I ended up at a bar that I usually go to, and for some reason someone like touched me and it just woke me up. I was like, how the hell did I get here?
were you on Ambien or just?
That would be a great question. If you show up to the bar and you're sleepwalking and you order a bunch of drinks, are you really responsible for paying for them?
That ain't no shit.
I don't think so.
Accidental naps do happen.
Often,
especially at 2
citizen status.
Like wake up the next morning. Where did this bar stamp come from?
Yeah. That's interesting.
But it's very scary though, and I wasn't taking Ambien or anything like that. You know, basically I was dealing with sleep apnea at the time, and so you know, I think that had something to do with it. But yeah, I had done it, you know, several times. Not the driving. You know, I only did that once, but I mean that's scary. And the fact that like I didn't cause any accidents, I drove like 3 towns over.
Anybody else?
You know, at night.
Mr. Magoo.
Roadhog.
Yeah, the old Mr. Magoo cartoons.
Oh, and can they even show Mr. Magoo anymore because his friend was you know, I mean, just because like the horrible racial stereotype. Can they show that anymore? Do they show that anymore?
I don't know.
Magoo.
Man, they don't even show the old Warner Brothers cartoons because of all the racial stuff in that. You know, I mean, like, you know, Porky Pig had a speech impediment. You know, Bugs Bunny was an elitist. You know.
Oh, that's right.
Snaggletooth had a lisp. You know.
Wow.
And they took
Speedy
they took away
Gonzalez.
what's the same shotgun.
Everyone needs to just get over themselves.
All right, guys.
Everyone needs to get over themselves.
And by the way, Kimber, I just noticed what you did with your avatar there. PBR, Josh.
No name. Who is bashing you for your opinion?
Did you all hear Tim's PBR song?
No, I don't want to hear it either. I don't want to hear it either.
No, there's an actual song on YouTube. Oh my God.
I sent it to Josh. I think I put it in Discord.
You sent it to me.
Yeah, I sent it to you, but I also put it in Discord. I don't know who's.
Check it out.
I think Kenny's. I think I put it in Kenny's.
Who bashed you for loving Otto? Hey, what's up, A Balance? Ask T too tall and lazy about his love for sniffing panties, please. Who's lazy?
Is that a problem?
Okay.
Or what?
I guess Doc wants to know about your love for sniffing panties too tall or something.
Really, people are gonna get rude.
It's our first amendment right.
What? I want to know who bashed you, no name, for just because you like Otto. I mean, I agree that you like Otto, but I'm not gonna bash you for it. That would suck. How do I sell panties? Apparently, you can do it off of I don't know. You can do it off a lot of
eBay.
places. Yeah, eBay will do it too. Don't forget, guys.
I just bought a whole bunch last week. That's how I know this.
If you're, oh my god. Okay. Whoa. Okay. So, guys, just in case you guys are just getting here, we are selling autographed pictures of Josh Abrams in his Pornhub debut. Autographed pictures. Now, not only can you get an autographed picture for the low price of $29.99, if you want a personal voice message from Josh, personalized to your name or whatever you want, that's an extra $20. So your total will be $49.99. Now you get a choice. Do you want it in ink or jizz? The autograph. We can get that for an extra $100. And as Kimber pointed out earlier, it will be dry.
Mm-hmm. It's very important.
And for an extra $20, we'll even laminate it for you. So
even verifiable by black light.
How did it go from 10 to 20? You keep making up the prices as you go along.
You're keeping track of the price, or you're interested?
It's just poor marketing. I can help you with the marketing here.
Okay, that'll work.
It's gonna be one of those things when you get your credit card receipt. It's gonna be a surprise, which is an extra added bonus.
There you go.
Could be higher, could be lower.
Coming soon, Josh the Watcher OnlyFans. Oh, that's just horrible. Oh, Gary wants to know, will Kim deliver it? Kim, will you deliver?
My body double will.
Okay, there we go. The body. Tim, you're on it, right?
Oh, for Gary, yes.
I'm gonna need a lot of Gatorade. Definitely gonna need a lot of Gatorade.
With Sam Elliott.
Yeah, for Sam Elliott, I will.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
But wait, if you order now, we will add a genuine Fox picture of hot Toto girl in her new silver bracelets. Oh, and let's not forget about the super cute sunglasses.
Yeah, the super cute sunglasses. That's right.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah.
Who wrote that? That's hilarious. Oh, that was Randy. Yeah, he always has good ones.
When can I get to see you? I need to see Tim. Tim, you got to give it up.
Yeah, with the complaints that the Postal Service is slowing things down, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, no. When you came out here and you said you like Otto, I mean, we don't like Otto here, but we didn't like bash you for it.
What's that?
Oh no, No Name was saying that someone was bashing her because she didn't like No Name. I'm sorry, because she didn't like Otto. But I remember her talking about Otto on here, but we didn't bash her for it. I mean, we don't like Otto, but I mean, we were just like, we don't agree with Otto. I'm pretty sure no one bashed her. I know I wouldn't have bashed her because don't really.
The time that I was up here, I didn't.
Yeah, no. We didn't bash anyone. No, me neither. So
she's talking about Masshole was going to bash him.
Oh, she says another channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Masshole was going to bash him.
Oh no, maybe I'm reading that wrong.
Oh, Taco is doing an OnlyFans soon. The Green Leaf. Oh God. Oh, I think they're talking about Masshole streaming. Okay.
Taco, you need a really big leaf.
All right, guys, this has been a lot of fun, but I'm gonna have to cut this one short. I gotta go get some grub in me. I need some dinner. I need some food. So it's been a lot of fun, but I'll give everyone a chance to say something at the end here. Social Auditors, you got anything in the last minute, sir?
Not this time, no.
When do you ever, though? Let's be honest. When do you ever? I think one time.
I do. Okay.
One time you've been on here.
Thanks for the video. There we go.
Oh, okay. See, that works. Thanks. Tim, what do you got? And we're nothing about PBR, Tim.
No. I'd like to comment, that, I had a lot of fun tonight, and for one really kind of specific reason, extortion watches. It was really a pleasure to, talking with him, and I think we all enjoyed talking with him, and I hope he enjoyed talking with us. I think we all learned a lot.
Thank you. I enjoyed.
So thank you, Extortion.
Mm-hmm.
I must have missed something.
Kimber?
Not even
And
a
I
brick
just want to
can
remind
open a
everybody
closed
that
mind.
Extortion
Not
Watch is
even a
very
brick
young
can
and he's
open a closed
way
mind.
Well, hold on, Too Tall. We'll give you a minute here. Kimber, go ahead.
he is very young and he's way
Mhm.
wiser than his years. He's going to go far, I think.
True.
Yeah,
He's
thank
an
you.
awesome guy. But
And also he's got us to steer him in the right direction, so he's already on a far better path than any other auditor.
Yeah, it's not too late like everybody else.
And you're smart, and you've got a lot going for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Chief, what you got for us?
Hey, I just want to tell everybody to have a good night, and hashtag back the blue, baby.
All right.
Back in the
Mrs.
blue.
J.
Oh, it's been fun as always, guys. Sorry I missed half of it, but
I'm working on a list for Kim.
You're working on a list for Kim? For what?
Next hit.
For what?
The what?
Next hit.
What next hit?
Well, she murdered.
My hit list.
Oh, yeah. For murdering your auditor boyfriend. He's working on a hit list for you.
Yep.
All right. With that being
a lot
said,
of open land out here.
it's all right. We have a big
And a
farm
lot of
around the
crab
corner.
pots.
And she has a
We have
bobcat.
a big farm around the corner. Pig farm. I'm telling you, pig farm. They get rid of everything.
So
All right,
bears.
guys. Love y'all.
All right. Too Tall, last minute.
Oh, I was just gonna say that comment about that. Not even with the brick can you open a closed mind.
Well, that is true.
Thanks for the hangout today, and Apple Fritter Lives Matter. We'll see y'all later. Thanks.
All right. All right. So I just want to thank everyone up on the panel that joined today.
It was
definitely
fun.
was a lot of fun. We covered quite a bit of subjects. We learned a few. We learned a few things. Yes, and we all concurred that Krispy Kreme needs to fuck off and die.
Die.
Careful, you might get a strike.
Jeez, you're late. Jeez, you're late.
I think I just like if Krispy Kreme was thinking about sponsoring me, I think they probably just said, "Oh well, there goes his $5 million." I was kind of screwed myself there, but that's okay.
That's
The
like
check was in the mail.
Krispy Kreme sucks.
Yeah, I agree. So, Source Watchers, thanks, sir. It's been a lot of fun. Tim, thank you. Kimber, always fun. Chief, fun. Mrs. J and Too Tall, thank you very much. Noli, thanks for joining me. Randy, Taco, Taze, May, Comfort.
Taze May.
Yeah, Taze May. Taze May. Randy, No Name, thank you. Gary, Cliff. Anyone else I've missed, thank you guys. It's been a lot of fun.
Hi, Kat.
Tomorrow we'll have another video, and don't forget Tuesday it's going to be the live version of We the People Sound Off and Josh Abram.
Oh.
But please, let's try and keep it at least R-rated. Let's not go to X-rated. At least R-rated. Let's keep it at least R-rated. Hey, I'm giving you R. I'm giving you R. I'm not.
I
could say PG.
Creative then.
I could see PG-13, but hey, I went R. I'm giving you guys an option to be at least, kind of mean, but let's not go too far, because if we go too far, we won't be taken seriously. I want it to be taken seriously, so let's
Can I
at
put the
least
bitch
keep it.
tits? Everybody calls them bitch tits.
I'm sure that's going to be in there, but just just be
nice.
yeah, sort of.
I'll be good. I promise.
All right.
I got my fingers crossed.
No, not NC-17. We're going. I'm giving R-rated, but X, triple X, double X. No, we're not going to go there.
You know what you can do? Instead of using bitch tits, just say something nicer like magnificent memories.
There you go. Just what you can do is before you come on stream, just go out into your field and start yelling at your goats and pretend they're Josh and get it all out before you go on the stream. That would help.
Give me milk.
I'm gonna video that.
Yeah, to video it and then post it, and that'll be great. Like, look, you motherfucking bitch. Goes look at you like, what the fuck is this chick's problem?
I will.
And then the goats rebel and attack her.
I think I will, and then I'll put the link in the chat so everybody can go watch it.
There you go. Yeah, it's going to be a hard R, Taco. It's going to be a hard R, but I'm trying to give people a leeway. I was kind of thinking, you know what? Josh probably isn't the best one to test out this live theory I want to do. I should have went with someone a little less polarizing. Now that I'm thinking about it, but it's already too late.
Well, can you do a 10-second delay like TV shows?
No, I can't. I can't.
That would be no fun.
This is so basically. So if it doesn't go, if it gets a little too out of there, I probably won't be doing any more lives because yeah.
Yeah, I can't chance it.
No, I can't.
We'll behave.
Especially if I did a furry potato one, people really vocal on furry potato, and I'd have to be super careful about a live about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's very.
So you can see my trepidation for wanting to do this live with Josh.
Yep.
All right.
I think you have a good idea of all the people in the chat and the people that come into the panel. I think you all have a good idea of how anybody thinks and stuff. And so, just judge who you bring up onto the panel. That's all. Use your best judgment. Yeah. You'll be fine.
Well, I'm thinking what I'm
come up.
I'm thinking what I'm doing. What I'm going to do is what I'm going to do is I'm going to just have myself up there, and then I'll let everyone have a chance to come up and say what they're saying by themselves. That way, there's not a whole lot of crosstalk. They can get their thing across. They jump down, then someone else could come on, and then when we're done with that, then we'll just have a panel discussion. I think that's probably
a great plan.
I think that's the best way to do it. I think that'd be the best way to do it. Yeah, we'll have Taco start. We'll have Taco start it with a rush. All right, guys. Yeah, have a good one. I'll see you guys.
Good night, guys. Thank you, Kenny.
Good night, guys. Thank you. It was fun.
Yes. Peace, guys.
Peace.